Welcome, welcome. I am back. Back. Hi, Naliso. Hi, Shy. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Oh, my freaking background music is throwing me off. It's too loud for me. Sure, okay. How you guys been? Hello. I feel like I'm forgetting something. It's not a good feeling. Eon! Paladin! Spaghetti, welcome to the stream! Hello! I wish you had a good time. I did. Hello, Missy, missed your face. Oh my god, thank you! It's nice to be back, y'all. It's been a time. Is this normal for streams? Or like, it's very impromptu. Where I'm like, last night I'm like, I'm gonna schedule the stream. Yesterday I scheduled the stream. And I didn't really plan what I was gonna say. I was just like, I'm gonna talk about Fanime. Now I'm here, I'm like, I didn't plan anything. I didn't have like a rough guideline of how I would talk about everything. I just knew like, I'm gonna talk about Fanime, I'm gonna show my shit. That's it. Is that how streams usually go? Maybe. I think that's how they do it. Like I look at Twitch streamers. I see how they stream, and they seem very like in the moment, like impromptu. It's kind of like, yeah, I'll shoot the shit, just do it. But I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's like my personality on top of like YouTube's like scheduled like streams and shit. I feel like I have to be like organized with my streams, and I feel like because of that, there's a little bit more friction when it comes to streaming versus Twitch, where it's like, oh, just do whatever. I feel like maybe that's why it's easier to like stream so frequently, just because it's whatever. There's like so little like prep work needed. I don't know. Paladin says, how many cons have you been to this year? Every time I see a tweet, it feels like you're at a new one. LMAO. I mean, how many have I been to so far this year? March, SumiCon. May, Fanime. There's only 2 this year, right? So far? But then I have 2 in June. I have another one lined up, but I haven't announced that yet. I don't know if I should announce that yet. I don't know if I should publicly say it, because like it was still like just kind of recently agreed upon that I'll be at that con, but I don't know if I should announce it yet. So there's another convention sometime this year, and then I'll be attending AX. Not tabling, but attending. And apparently I was told, you know, during my time at Fanime, actually on the way back from Fanime, I hung out at the airport with another artist. I was talking to them about like, you know, upcoming cons and stuff. And they're like, yeah, AX is gonna have like 1,200 artists in the artist alley. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, no shot. No shot. That's a huge ass fucking number. Ain't no way they have 1,200 fucking artists. And then they're like, yeah, that does sound loud. That does sound like a big number. Let me check. And then like we go to the, like Anime Expo's site to go check how many artists there are, and then they're like, no, like legit, actually, like roughly looking at the table list, like the map of the artist alley, if you count like these rows, there's like how many in this row? There's like 40 in this row. No, like 40 in this column, and then there's like what? 5 columns, 10 columns here. That is already like 400 or some shit. It was like a big number. It was a big number, like 1,200 fucking artists. In Anime Expo? Not including the 18 plus market? Like, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? I'm like, that's insane. Anime Expo is crazy. Bro, like, if I tabled at Anime Expo, I feel like I have to bring, like, an air humidifier next to my table. I need to bring a fucking air humidifier. Not humidifier. Air purifier. Because the air down in Kensha Hall, if you're familiar, Anime Expo, They often have like, if not always, have like their artist alley down in like the basement in a place called Kensha Hall. And I like, supposedly the air quality is completely dog shit, like unhealthy, like I don't know about hazardous, but it's pretty bad. Richard Creamy says that air is an OSHA violation, right? But then that was an OSHA violation when like half of the Kensha Hall was artist alley. Now apparently the entire area is artist alley. Because I think in previous years, I'm not too familiar with AX because I've only been there like 2 or 3 times, right? The one half of the Kensha Hall is artists. The second half was like, what, autographs or something? But now it's like purely like artist alley apparently. And I'm like, bro, that's worse. That sounds so much worse. Also, welcome to the stream, Richie. Welcome, welcome. Anyone else to join? No, okay. Thanks for joining me, dude. How's Fanime for you? Hope you got home. I'm assuming you got home safely if you're here now. Annalisa says day after vlogging is plenty fine. Day after vlogging. I didn't do a whole lot of vlogging. Not gonna lie, guys. I was on point. I was pretty good. I was a good little content creator. And I was like recording like when I got to the anime convention when I went to Fanime, and I was sitting at my table. I'm like, I'm gonna take like a lot of recording of like me sitting at my table, and I'm gonna make a little short about it. But when I was like putting up my art and stuff, like my prints onto my display, that's when I realized I'm in the 18+ market. My art has titties and coochie. Bro, this ain't going on YouTube. So I kind of gave up on getting recording. I got like a little bit of recordings, but like the first bit of me setting up like my booth, a lot of footage. After I realized it was nude art, I'm like, this is just blurred, bro. Duh. I know, but there's so much work. There's so much work. Gotta mosaic the video. Basically mosaic like the whole ass fucking video. I feel like that'd be kind of funny, actually. I feel like that would be funny. I did take photos. I took like still photos of the booth so I can easily censor it. I feel like that might be better. Like that might be a good like in between. Like it's not as nice as like a full ass fucking video, but like I got photos to like just censor. No, I just blur the whole thing. Yeah, it says if Rich says then the video base becomes becomes a podcast. Same style, yeah. It's just all mosaic blurred, and like you guys get the point. Just imagine the table in your head. Just imagine it. It's audio adventure. Annalisa says, yeah, it depends if you get put into the bad part of the garage. Is the bad part of Kendra Hall? Where's the bad part? Next to the pillars? Next to the support beams? I'm not too familiar with AX. I've only been to AX like twice. And even then it wasn't too like in depth of like a visit. Was it 2 or 3 times I went to AX? I feel like I've only been there twice. Like early 2010s and late 2010s. I think those are the only times I've been to AX. Right? I think, yeah. First time I went with like my family, which was not the most fun. It was not the most fun. Because I went with my dad and my siblings. It's interesting because like I was a wee baby. I was like early teens. And this is bad on me. I understand why my dad was like frustrated with me. But we're like in the crowded halls and I kept trying to run off. Away from like going up ahead and like seeing everything while like in the crowded fucking like vendors hall. Like we're like bumper to bumper with other people. And I was trying to run off to like ahead and my dad's like, get back here! And I kept doing that. And he was understandably frustrated. So that was on me. But the second time, I think I was in college. Richard Cooper says, alright, need to get back to work. Have a good stream. Thanks for joining, Richie. Have a good one. Good luck with your work. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Good luck with your work. But I was like, what, around my college times? Maybe? Was it college? Late 2010s? I don't remember. But yeah, so I went to Anime Expo again. And... Was this still line con then? Was this still like massive line? Was my bad? Oh no! The later years of Anime Expo. I borrowed a badge from my friend. I don't know if me saying that out loud is gonna get me fucked. But I borrowed a badge from my friend. Like they got like a whole weekend badge, but they were only going on particular days. So I just took the badge for the remainder days that they weren't available to go. I know it was because of work or something, but. Rich and Creamy says they added more vendors down there because there's so many mega booths now. Oh, yeah, I guess it makes sense. Did Artist Alley in the previous years have big booths? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember. But it makes sense. Big artist booths. Only went to AX once. Alley is big and fun, but sounds like a nightmare getting a table. I believe now Artist Alley is like lottery based, which is like, if you're familiar with like the different types of like Artist Alley, like judge, what do you call it? Not judgment systems. I feel like there's a better term for it. Filtering systems. I don't know. The way that they select artists. I'm sure there's a better word for it, but the way that conventions select artists for the Artist Alley, there are like multiple methods. There's one called jury, which is where they like individually go through every single artist like submission, the portfolio, and then select from there. I believe, at least. I don't know if it's like every single one, but anyway, you get the gist. Like they go through like the artist's like information, portfolio, an example, you know, like table photos and stuff, and select from there. And then there's lottery, which is basically like random draw. I believe Anime Expo from this time forward is random draw. And you can kind of tell when like conventions have like random draw, like Artist Alleys. Not to sound mean, but you know, there's a skill level. There's a skill level, and you see like if there's a lot of artists in the convention center that don't seem like the highest skill. Not to shame them. Not to shame them. But you know what I mean. Now they're still, you know, they're still growing. They're still growing their skills and whatnot. But also there's like, you know, there's some artists at conventions that are like, basically, I'm gonna redraw this screen cap from an anime. I'm just redrawing screen caps and making them prints or like canvas art and stuff. And it's like, yeah. You kind of can tell when a convention's lottery based. I don't know if Anime Expo is going to feel that way this year, but I guess I'll see for myself if it's going to feel like lottery based. Versus like other conventions where if they're like jury based, you can see there's a lot more like a good variety of like art, like high skill level art, and also like a good variety. There's like, you know what I mean? So we'll see how Anime Expo is. Hold on, I'm charging my phone. I don't charge my phone overnight. I don't charge my phone overnight because I heard it's bad to leave your phone on constant charge. Or like if you keep your phone a bit like over 90%. If you keep your phone around or like over 90% or something, I heard it's like bad for like the long-term like health of like your battery or some shit. So I don't charge my phone overnight. I just keep an eye out on like my phone battery charge and then like just, you know, unplug it. So sometimes there'll be days where like I have really low battery at the start of the day. Usually at work. But usually at work I just charge it, so it's not too big of a deal. Eon says MomoCon had some AI people slip through. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. I feel like even with if you have a jury based system, some AI people can still slip through. AX is always LionCon the one time I went. Fanime just got bad on Saturday, but apparently Night Market got hyper crowded that even at high really? Apparently Night Market got hyper crowded that even high admins showed up. I heard about that on Saturday. I heard from like some of the Night Market staff that it got insane. It was insane during Saturday night. I mean, I was behind my booth, so like I didn't really see the huge crowd. And maybe I'm just not paying attention fully. But I mean, I did feel like there was like a boost in Saturday sales, but I didn't feel like it was enough. It didn't back up the claims of like, oh man, it was crazy packed. Like I didn't feel that in terms of sales wise. And Oasis Expo Night Market last year, I felt that shit. I felt that like boom, 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 sale to sale to sale, people. I felt that. When they said like, when it was difficult to get into Off-Kai Expo's Night Market, I felt it in sales. But at Fanime, not so much. And I'm like, oh, is it me? Because I heard, like, my expectations are pretty, like, were pretty high for Fanime. I heard, like, Fanime is, like, really great when it comes to sales. I mean, it's kind of different for, like, vendors and Artist Alley. and Oasis, like the night market, because the night market is like in an entirely different venue from the convention center, from Fanime's convention center. Fanime was held in like the San Jose Convention Center, and you can find the standard like exhibit hall. You know, the vendors, and you can also find the artists in Art Alley and like the convention center. But if you want the 18 plus like Oasis, like that's what they call the 18 plus section, Oasis. If you wanted to go to that section of the convention center, you would have to take a shuttle. You would have to take a shuttle from the convention center to the 18 plus market area, the 18 plus area. So that reduces sales, yes. But I thought even so, Fanime sales are so good that like it would still kind of like give me good sales for this con. I think for me, this con was still on the higher end, but not as high as I expected. And I think in general, I think if it was another convention, it probably would have been fine. But because I was like, oh, Fanime is super big and massive, I restocked a whole lot of stuff. I spent over $1,000 on like merch restock for this convention. And even though like I'm not like, it's not that like I'm gonna sell everything at this convention, right? Like I know that like some of the restock I have for this con will be going towards my next few conventions. I'll be tabling at Hentai Matsuri. Shit, I should actually advertise that shit. Hold on, I need to advertise that shit. Where is it? Meow meow. I need to advertise Hentai Matsuri. Where is it? Do I have it here? My mouse is fucky. I don't know what's going on, but my mouse is kind of fucky right now. It's really annoying to use right now. Please. I'm trying my best here. My mouse is being stupid. I don't have a proper mouse pad. Do you not have a Hentai Matsuri like little announcement thing? Fuck. Do we have it? Do I? Hold on, guys. Hold on. I do need to make a proper like announcement that I'll be vending at Hentai Matsuri. Goodness. I love that sound. Dude, where's my announcement? If it's taking too long, I'll just skip it. I can't find it, so I'll just skip it. But anyways. Sorry, my bad. I was coughing on mucus. I don't know if y'all know, but fucking when I talk a lot, I cough like I produce a lot of mucus. Maybe I cough up a lot of mucus. I don't know, but it's kind of gross. It's kind of gross. Paladin Knight says the 18 plus area was in a different location. It was. It was an entirely different location. You had to take a shuttle. Was it like a mile away? I forgot. Maybe over a mile away. Why do you make the doggy face do that? Doggy face? Huh? Am I like unintentionally hitting some kind of toggle? Not even realizing it? Annalisa says, oof, I think Fanime is more the ideal mid-sized con. I think it's like big. I think it's big. I don't think Fanime to me is not mid. Not medium size, I think. It's like it's pretty large. Like Anime Expo was like obviously like one of the largest, right? And when I think of like the largest anime convention in the US, I think of Anime Expo. But granted, I never been to like, is it ALA that's pretty big? I hear like what some other conventions in Southern California are pretty massive. I just haven't been there. And I don't know much about ANYC. I don't know. Hi Pikachu, welcome to the stream. Hello. Joshua, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Sorry, I'm like 10 minutes late. She's saying that. It's like a 5-minute shuttle ride from the main con, says Annalisa. Yeah, it wasn't too long. It wasn't too long. It was like less than 10 minutes, I think. Viv says obligatory. You gotta finish that. Hey man, if someone's gonna pay me to cough in their mouth, I'll do it. I have no shame in that shit. As long as it's not like a danger to me. If you're willing to pay me to cough in your mouth, I'll do it. As long as I'm not in danger. As long as you're not like a freak. There's like a freak and there's like a creep, right? Okay, if you're a freak, that's fine. If you're a creep, that's not fine. We're fine with freaks. We don't appreciate creeps. There we go. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, so like the 18+ section of the convention called Oasis was like maybe like a less than 10-minute shuttle ride from the convention center. So that kind of like brought down sales comparative to like the main convention center, obviously. But yeah, so for me, I feel like the money sink I did for this con was a lot higher. So I feel like the sales would have to be much higher to make up for it. Because I think I spent like over $1,000 on merch restock for this con. And again, not purely for this con. Like I didn't expect everything in my merch restock to sell out. But like I'm also have like restock for the upcoming conventions. Hentai Matsuri, which is June 13th through 15th. Like what? Oh shit. That's in 2 weeks. That's in 2 weeks, shit. That's in 2 weeks, guys. Hentai Matsuri's in 2 weeks. And then Offkai Expo's in 3 weeks. I'm not ready, bro. I'm not ready. I need to make some Peppa art. Hi, Chris. Welcome. Welcome. Joshua Gurr says that's pretty crazy. That's in a different location. It sounds pretty inconvenient. People probably wouldn't even bother checking out. Yeah, that's an unfortunate thing. But I heard that I don't know if it's like maybe like a convention thing. I don't know, maybe it's like Fanime's like like the San Jose Convention Center is uncomfortable with like 18+ stuff. I mean, I think they had like 18+ panels at Fanime before. I don't know. But also got to keep in mind that I don't know if it has anything to do with it, or maybe it's just like there's limited space at San Jose Convention Center, and they felt it'd be better off just to have Oasis elsewhere. But something you do got to keep in mind with these kind of things, like convention centers and like venues and stuff, that not all venues are comfortable with 18+ content. Like I believe MetroCon is I think a convention in like the Tampa Convention Center or something in Florida, USA. I believe that convention, the convention center does not like adult content. Even like the convention center does not like adult content. So even if MetroCon, the staff that that they held like the whole like MetroCon at the Florida Tampa Convention Center, I think I could be wrong. I'm just going off memory. I'm not looking it up. Even if like the staff of the convention itself, like MetroCon, are fine with 18+ content, if the venue is not, then they have to abide by that, right? So I don't know how the San Jose's Convention Center is with 18+ content, but it's possible that like I don't know, maybe San Jose Convention Center is not cool with 18+ content, or maybe they only are in certain areas of the convention center. And Fanime is like, well, we can just have it at a different location that's much more comfortable with 18+ content and dedicate the entire space to 18+ content. I heard that Doubletree location in particular, the hotel that Oasis, the 18+ market for Fanime, is held at, I heard that the convention's pretty like chill with a lot of freaky shit. I heard that like they've held some like past like they held like some like kind of key conventions at that at the hotel. I heard supposedly. I could be misremembering, but I remember being told that like yeah that hotel has held some like freaky like cons and events. So maybe the Fanime staff are just like, wow, Doubletree is just really chill with this shit. Let's hold our 18+ section over there. It's possible. I don't know. I don't know. It's possible. I learn more, like, as I go to more cons and I get myself more involved with, like, convention staff people. I learn more and more about how these conventions are held and, like, set up and stuff. And I have a whole lot of respect for, like, people that, like, staff that work at cons. I have so much respect for those people. It sounds like a headache. It sounds like crazy. It sounds so crazy. How much work goes into it and how, like, it seems like a headache. It's just a lot of last minute and, like, juggling and da-da-da-da-da. Like, I'm sure some conventions are more organized than others. But overall, it seems really common for, like, a lot of, like, for convention running to be very hectic. It just seems like part of the, it's just part of the whole experience, it sounds like, of running a convention. It's gonna be hectic. It's gonna be crazy. Momocon says no R18, but if you ask vendors and they have a sign, yeah, they'll sell it even if it's generally not allowed. Wow! I would not do that. I would not. I mean, I don't know if I'd say I wouldn't do it. I mean, I guess it depends on how lenient the convention center is with enforcing it. But I guess it all depends on, like, the enforcement. I guess it all depends on how much, like, the staff of the convention, like the actual convention center, the venue staff, I should say, the venue staff. I guess it all depends on how much they enforce those rules. Because I'm sure, like, there's some places where, like, hey, no R18 plus stuff. But, like, if like the venue staff see it, they're like, oh yeah, whatever. It's like, don't do it again, you know, slap on the wrist. Don't do it again, please. You know what I mean? I'm sure it all varies, but I'm concerned about, like, if I really get under fire with, like, some venue staff, that maybe they'll ban me from ever coming back to their venue. That's what I'm concerned about. It's just being banned and never being able to go back there again. Pebbles! Hi, sweetie! Hi, baby. Mommy's streaming right now. Hi, sweetie. Pebbles is a friend of me right now. Hey, baby. You good? You good, sweetie? Mama. She loves butt pats. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but she loves butt pats. She likes that shit rough, because she's a filthy little whore. She's a filthy little whore. Yeah. She's had children. My little kitty cat has had children. And under 2 years old, you've had children. You're a filthy whore. She's a filthy little whore. And but yeah. So what was I mentioning? Yeah. So my sink of money, my investment to this convention, I paid over $1,000 in merch restock. That's not like how much I earned. That's not like profit. That's like how much I spent on, like, getting the things made. I think I spent like $600 on, like, prints, $400 on stickers and magnets, and I think $200 on charms. So, like, little over $1,000 I spent on merch restock. Again, it's not like I sell this con. But yeah, so it kind of hurts that, like, the sales aren't as great as I was hoping, or I've been told, like, oh yeah, Fanime sales are great. Even, like, some other like artists that apparently vended there before, they're like, yeah, sales are better last year. So, I mean, also, like, the 18 plus section of Fanime's Oasis marketplace, it was less than half. It was like around half the size it was last year. This year is twice as big as last year's Oasis marketplace. Pebbles, please chill, sweetie. She's being a weirdo. So, it kind of hurt. I'm not gonna lie, it hurt. But I'll be using the restock for, like, Hentai Matsuri and Offkai Expo. I do want to make some more, like, I want to make some Peppa stuff for Offkai. Make some strip not safe for Peppa content. But yeah, I didn't stay up the whole night packing for Fanime. I did get like 3 or 4 hours of sleep ish, because usually when it comes to cons, I stay up like the whole night before to pack. One could argue that I could, like, do some packing, like, a few days before. And I do that. I do, like, count my stock and whatnot. like maybe like a few days before the con. But like my packing process for tabling is so like intricate, meticulous. My packing process for conventions is so meticulous. And I have like a packing list and everything. I double check to make sure I have everything in stock with me. I make sure I double pack everything. Make sure I double check that I pack everything. Fuck, I can't speak. I double check to make sure I pack everything. Yes, there we go. I double check to make sure I pack everything. And it takes ages. That takes a while. And also because like I fly for most of my conventions, guys, my luggage for convention so far is one big check-in, one standard size check-in, and maybe like half of a check-in bag. Like the bag I have one big check-in, and then for the second bag I have bigger than a carry-on bag, but not as big as a check-in bag. So I have to work with those two bags, and it also has to be under 50 pounds each. They have to be under 50 pounds. So it's pretty difficult trying to fit like a whole fucking like table display and under under 50 pounds per luggage. There's a lot of stuff to carry, especially when you have like prints and stuff. Paper's heavy. Paper really adds up in fucking weight. So, is my internet being weird? Okay, there. Okay, it's back. But paper adds up a whole lot in weight. So, like, I had to be very, very meticulous about like how I pack stuff for conventions. I mean, one could argue I could have more luggages. I think I just pay a lot more extra. I think because I use the airline Southwest. In Southwest, at the moment, they allow 2 free check-in luggage. Anything after that, you have to pay. And I believe, when I hear from another artist friend of mine, I think they said they had to pay $150 for their third luggage. First 2 were free, but third one was $150 alone. One bag alone was $150. I feel like if you went to any other airline, it'd probably be $150 total for all 3. But it's like, maybe it's like a go big or go home with like fucking with Southwest. You either get 2 free check-in bags, or if you go anything above that, you're basically paying the equivalent of like 3 bags. You go with 2, free. You go with 3, you're paying the equivalent of 3 check-in bags. It's very interesting. Eon says, gonna have to buy and send it to Kumo's Pippa Shrine. Kumo? Kumo Goro Goro or a different Kumo? I know Kumo Goro Goro. I don't know another Kumo. I don't think it's Kumo Goro Goro, because I don't know if Kumo is like too big of a Pippa fan. Like, I think she knows a Pippa, but I know she's like a big Pippa fan enough to have a shrine. Wait, really? Kumo Goro Goro has a big Pippa shrine? Is Kumo bigger, like Kumo a Pippa fan than I thought? I didn't know that. That is the case. It's worth it to be thorough. It is. I think it is. Like, I rarely have any issues with forgetting things like at home when I go to cons. I rarely have any issues with that. I remember one time I did for, I think, MetroCon, which is a convention I just mentioned some time ago about like the whole like venue not liking 80+ stuff. I think I forgot my stickers. And magnets at home, and I felt so distraught. It wasn't too big of a deal. I made through it. I made up for it. I did something. It wasn't too bad that I forgot it at home, but it was like a big like. You know, so she has a few prints. I think Shrine is better for Oracle. Oh, okay. Okay. But let's see. So yeah, I spent over $1,000 on merch restock, and I think I made a little under $1,000 at this convention. Which is also on me. I do need to make more fan art stuff. I'm the world's slowest fucking artist, so it takes me ages to get shit out. But still on me also. If I have low sales, it's because I don't have as much. I don't have many fan art merch, and I need to make more of that. But yeah, it kind of hurts. So like, I paid over $1,000 in restock, and around like maybe $500-ish on like hotel, 200 on flight or something like that, and I didn't break even for this con. So unfortunate, and I still bought shit. Mission, you seen what they're doing to artists for Offkai? Seems like there are load in load out restrictions now. Yeah, I think that's due to like the San Jose Convention Center. The same issue happened with Fanime. There was something weird with like the union or whatever. Fuck, I don't know. Where like artists cannot like wheel in their fucking suitcases or something. Can't use the escalator, elevator, something. They had to get like conventions like venue staff to like pull their like luggage up to the fucking convention. So I don't know. It was a whole thing, but I don't think that's not. I don't think that's an Offkai thing. That's a San Jose Convention Center thing. Unfortunately, hold on one moment. One moment. It's really bright in my room. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think it's a San Jose Convention Center thing. Because someone did bring it up. Like, some artists that were Fanime this year that are also tabling an Offkai Expo. They were like, oh, Offkai Expo. San Jose Convention Center with Fanime is being really weird about luggage and stuff. Is this gonna be present on Offkai? And I haven't looked into it too much. I haven't. There's like a vendor chat with like the Offkai Expo Discord server. And I've been a bit behind because of Fanime. I haven't really been paying attention because I was at Fanime over the weekend, so. But yeah, so kind of in the red after Fanime. I feel like if I don't count restock, I make a little bit of profit off Fanime. Because like hotels are going on 500. Hotels are 500. I think flights probably around 200. Less than 200. So I probably made like a little profit. I think. If I don't, I'm also nothing about food expenses. But either I broke even or made like a little bit of profit from Fanime if I don't consider restock costs. Because restock costs was a lot. And Elisa says, sad to hear though, if it rolls over stock. Though if it's rollover stock, I hope it's consolation. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. This is like stock I'm gonna be having at Hente Monster and Offkai. But thank you. I don't know, but I'm not sure if the person is okay with me publicly mentioning it. But there was someone that was in the stream that was stream regular that did stop by my booth and bought like a whole bunch of stuff for me, and I'm really grateful for that. It was insane. He bought so many things that I like stood there like, oh shit, how am I gonna math this? How the fuck am I gonna add this all up? I don't know. But they're like, could I have one of every print design? And I just stood there like, how am I gonna do this? Wow, that's a lot. Wow, thank you, but also how do I do this? How am I gonna math? And it's also like, oh, but then there's like some print designs that were like available in multiple sizes. So I'm like, wait, what size? Small, medium, or large? Do you want this print small, medium, or large? This kind of thing. Apple says, damn, merch sales are difficult as fuck. Hi, Apple, welcome to the stream. Hi, Gator. I don't know what you want me to say. Apple or Gator, Apple Gator. Thank you for joining. I mean, I feel like apparently this year at Oasis, and Fanime's 18 plus market was pretty poor, from what I heard from some others. I hear from some others, but I think one person said that. I don't think I really asked the other artists how good their sales were. Joshua Girl says, that sounds similar to when I bought the stuff related to OC. Did you? Oh, thank you, dude. Hell yeah. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh. It's kind of funny how you say Apple like Apple. Abigail. Oh. Abigail. Abel. Oh! Able. Able. You like hear the cogs turning in my mind. It was more so me being like, oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. It was more so that of being like, oh fuck, yeah, that's how you say it. Duh, fucking dumbass. Oh my god, meant to get touched. Goodness me. Thank you for the super chat. Where's that? Euros? Euros. Right? 10 euros. Thank you! Thank you! Like Ayla Mouse. Ah, Abigail! Yeah, Ayla Mouse! Abigail! Able Gator. Thank you for the super chat, too! Euros, yes. That's not pounds. Pounds is like a different sign, I believe. Euros, yes. I mix up pounds and euros. In my mind, I don't know. Uh-oh, Consec? I think Consec. I think it's just like I get really mucusy when I talk for extended periods of time. And that includes streaming where I talk a lot. I don't know, maybe me talking like pushes up mucus up my mouth or something, or up my nose, I don't know. Annalisa says, but also because tariffs are going to hit hard. Oh, sales always seem hard. Also, tariffs are going to hit hard. That's the thing! Thank God. I'm not really affected by tariffs so far that I know of. Because I manufacture most of the things in the States, in the US. Which, like, doesn't to say that, like, the companies that I use don't, like, they don't source, like, you know, their supplies from overseas. But at least in terms of, like, getting stuff made, everyone I use is based in the US. My stickers and magnets are the same manufacturer. I say manufacturer like it's a whole freaking company, but I think it's just like an artist. Or maybe just one person, like a little small business. My stickers and magnets are from the same person. They're US based. My charms are US based. And my prints are US based. I don't think I have much merch beyond stickers, prints, charms, and magnets. I know it's gonna be much difficult to expand beyond that because of tariffs and shit. But apparently it's down. But guys, I went a bit wild with purchases because of tariffs down. I didn't buy many things at the con. I bought 2 things at the con. I have, you know, aside from like in terms of like merch. In terms of like merch for me. Now I'm not talking about like food or like hotel or anything. I'm talking about like necessities like that, right? I'm not talking about food. I'm talking about like merch goodies for me. I bought 2 things. I was gonna buy 3 things, but I'll discuss that in a bit. I'll express that in a bit. Oh, speaking of swap meet, Annalisa says I spent way too much at swap meet. I went to the swap meet on Friday. Apparently the swap meet was a Thursday. It was a Thursday and Friday thing. For anyone who's unfamiliar, Fanime is a 4-day con. It's a 4-day convention, or maybe more so like 3.5. Fanime is a 3.5-day convention because it's over Memorial Day weekend. So Fanime is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and like half a Monday, if not less than half a Monday. I believe like the closing ceremony for Monday is like around 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. or something. So it's basically like half, if not less than half of Monday. So, but day 0 is Thursday, which is where a lot of people set up, right? Day 0 is usually just set up. So I don't think much of it. On Thursday, I set up. I set up until like 10 p.m. because that's when setup for the Oasis 18 plus market area closes. After setup was over around 10 p.m., I think they extended like a little bit to 10:30 p.m. But I got out there before 10:30. So, but around 10 to 10:30, I was like, okay, I'm done setting up. Hey, other artist friends who I just met and just started talking to this con, I don't even know your names. I still don't know their names. I just know they're artists and I'm familiar with like with their booth and stuff. I'm like, hey guys, You guys have any dinner plans? You want to go get dinner? So we go over to like a pho place that's within walking distance to the convention or to the hotel, to the DoubleTree Hotel where Oasis was held at. There was a pho place that closed at like 11. And we were kind of pushing it because we were walking there around like 10:30 and arriving like almost 10:40. We're like, we're kind of pushing it. But they didn't seem to close like at exactly at 11. And we left like maybe around like 11:10, 11:20. Because I think they're like cleaning up like the kitchen and stuff and whatnot. But we got pho, right? We got pho. That was my first time trying pho. I mean, I tried pho before, but I never ate like a full bowl for myself. Usually when I tried pho, it'd be like if like I'm going out with my sibling and they got pho, and I would like try like a bite from their dish, and I'm like, oh, it's good, but I don't see myself ordering. I don't see myself ordering a whole like dish for myself, right? So when I went to this pho place with those artists. Apple! Oh my god, thank you for the $6.90 tip, thank you! Oh my, thank you so much! I should bring up Stream Elements so I can keep track of that shit. Thank you, my dude, I appreciate it! Help me make back some of the costs I lost at Fanime. Please. They're spending on merch. Okay, for the merch... I have an excuse for the merch. Tariffs. I'm scared that tariffs are gonna go back up, and then the merch is gonna cost like 2 or 3 times more expensive. So I'm like, I'm gonna buy them while the tariffs are down. I'm gonna buy them while the tariffs are down. Why? I'll explain to you. I'll explain the more merch things at the end of the stream. I'll do like a hello haul section at the end of the stream. But thank you, Abigail. Abigail. Oh, I didn't see the freaking the note. I didn't see the little message. Balancing out sales / restock costs. I'm doing my part. Says Abigail. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Abigail. Right? Abigator. Fuck, I'm Abigator. Now I'm in a moment. Let's get your financial state fixed so you can get financial ruin again. Thank you, Galaxy Me, for the $6.90 tip. Super chat, I think. Thank you! Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, I feel like if I've been told, I was talking to an artist who also does a whole lot of VTuber art for conventions. They were like, just draw non-safe for work Pippa and you're solid. You're good. You'll make plenty of sales. Just draw non-safe for work Pippa. You're good. You're fine. For Off-Kai Expo. That's it. I'm like, oh. Well, they didn't say exactly like that, but they're just like, go for non-safe for work Pippa and you'll make lots of sales. I'm like, oh, is that enough? If I just draw like Pippa, like pussy, then like... it'll make up for all my freaking purchasing, all the or make up for Fanime loss, maybe. I need to drop a pussy. I need to drop a pussy. Pipkin Pippa pussy. I love saying it. I love saying pussy, guys. You'll see why I've been saying pussy. Pussy. I need a pegging. Oh my god, pegging. Pick a gape, not gaping. No, that's not the same. It's not the same as pegging. Pussy, pegging. Pick bussy. Nah, that's not the same. It has to be PP. It has to be PP. Because that's the name. Pippa. So pussy. Pegging. Pipgating. Pipgaping? Pipgaping. No, that doesn't go. Pipgaping. Pipgaping? No. I saw the Instagram story. I will wear his Joshua Girl. Yeah! I need to show photos of the pussy stand. I bought this one of the things I got at the convention was a pussy stand. I got Pipkin Pippa acrylic stand with her whole pussy out. Her whole pussy out. I feel like I should make a not safe for work Pippa print. With her pussy out. It's first burp of the stream. Peeping. Peeping. Pissing. 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 Abelgator. You're gonna make me cry and feel stupid. No, it's me. I am the stupid one. I am the stupid one. Abelgator. Abelgator. There's so much for me to say. Abelgator. 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 I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm so fucked. I'm cooked, bros. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Pregnant. Pregnant. Abel is fine. Abel. Just like the word yes, I am disabled. Am I disabled, guys? Abel is fine. Just like the word yes, I am disabled. Abel. Disabled. Oh, you're not saying I'm disabled. Oh. I thought you were calling me disabled. I'm like, what? Am I? I feel like I legitimately might have a speech impediment. I feel like I do. I feel like I have a speech impediment. Not gonna lie. I have no greater shame for my speech impediment than I do at my workplace. She got it. Wait, why would I call you that? Because I can't say Abelgator. So you call me disabled. I legitimately think I do have a speech impediment, though. I feel. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know, like the definition of a speech impediment and what counts as a speech impediment. But I just know it's trouble speaking, and I have trouble speaking, so I feel like I have a speech impediment. There's no greater shame of my speech impediment than at work. Bros, like at my workplace, I have a part-time job, and at my workplace, it is very clear that I am bad at communicating, and that my speech impediment is there. Rentu, 10 euros. Disable, I only enable. Thank you, Rentu, for the super chat. Thank you so much. You guys are helping me. Thank you. Hey, God. I appreciate it. Thank you. I really off the financial ruin just a little bit from this con. But like, legitimately, I do feel like I feel like in passing, if I'm like conventions or like day-to-day activities, I feel like my speaking is not too much of an issue. It just made me a bit confusing. But like when I'm at work and I try to explain something to like a customer or like an employee and they look at me and they're confused and then someone else comes into the picture and then like helps. How do I describe it? There was this one time where like one of my employees was like, "Hey, there's this cart out in this area of the store. What are we doing with that exactly?" And I tried to explain like, "Hey, go ask this person. Or this person, they're the last ones working on it." Yeah. And then she looked at me, really confused, and then someone behind me was like, "Oh, let me show you," and then walked over to go help. And bro, that was like the most shame I've ever felt in like ages. I felt horrible after that. I felt so horrible. It's not their fault, but I'm like, damn, bro, I'm bad at speaking. I felt so bad after that. God. It was horrendous. I do not do well, guys. I do not do well. I don't do well in a traditional job. I'll say that. There's a reason why I chose like content creation and self-employment. Cause like I feel the place I feel the most insecure is at work. And I don't think that's not due to like my coworkers or anything. Well, I wouldn't say it's due, but like there has been like moments where when I don't know if I mentioned this on stream, but apparently when I first started working at my job, there was someone who would fucking hated me. There was someone who despised me. Like I was I pissed in their cereal and I was like the fucking, I was like sin to them. I was so bad. Cause apparently, so when I started working at my job, I don't know how they allowed it. I don't know how they were cool with it, but thank God they were. But when I started working at my job, when they were interviewing me, they're like, "Oh, hey, what's your availability?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm basically, my schedule's very free, very, very free. But just so you know, starting like next month and month after that, I'm not gonna be available because I'm going to a whole bunch of cons, and there's not a lot of time for me to go back to work. And if I do, I like to leave a little bit of room between when I get back from a convention and when I go back to work, just so I can get a feel of like if I get sick from a convention or not." Because I got back from Fanime yesterday. And I don't have work for the next few days because I'm like, hey, just give me like a day or two, just to get a feel of whether or not I'm sick from the convention, right? And even give like my manager like a heads up, like, hey, there's a real possibility that I might get sick after a con. Please, like, if you schedule people, keep that in mind, right? Just in case. And my manager's very well of that. And that she's cool with it. But so, anyways, so I asked for like 2 months. Hello. My should have dropped for a moment. Hi, guys. Sorry. Excuse me for having to go to the bathroom and keep coughing up goddamn mucus. But welcome back, guys. Thank you. Sorry, my stream went down for a moment. But as I was saying, so like, I got my job. I worked there for like a month, and then I disappeared for 2 months, right? And apparently, I've been hearing this from multiple people at my workplace, that while I was gone for like 2 months, there was a coworker of mine. They would mess shit up, right? They would do things like not according to how we're supposed to do it, and then my other coworkers would be like, "Hey, what's going on with these items? Like, why are they like displayed or like stored like this? This is not how we're supposed to do it." And then the coworker would be like, "Oh, Missy did it. I think it's a new girl, Missy. I think she did it." And then my coworker's like, "Bro, she's been out for like a month. How did she do this? She's been out for a month." But apparently, like, this person had it out for me. Hated me from really early on. I was with her for maybe like a month. This person hated my guts. Apparently. And I thought it was just exaggerated. I thought I was like overthinking it. I was giving benefit of the doubt. Like, I got weird vibes from this person. But I thought, oh, maybe that's just how they behave, right? Maybe that's just how they behave. Maybe they're really open to like people that they're familiar with, and maybe they just don't know me yet, and they haven't opened up to me yet. Right? I had like a little bit of bad vibes, but I gave benefit of the doubt. Later on, it was basically confirmed, no. They hated your guts. They hated you. Don't know why, but they hated you. They spoke badly about you at like any opportunity they got, and threw you under the bus so often. I'm like, huh? I barely spoke to this person. What did I do? What did I do? Even like some of my coworkers. Like, this one person that hated me, they'd be like, "Oh, fuck that bitch, Missy." Like, "Oh, she's a bitch." And, or like, she should complain about me. And then like another coworker would be like, "Why? What's wrong with Missy?" And the other one would be like, "Oh, she's just a bitch." And then like my coworker would be like, "Oh, okay." So the person, the coworker working with me be like, "I don't see it. Like, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with Missy?" But apparently, yeah, I was straight hated. I don't know what I did, but apparently no, she very vehemently like hated me. And made it clear to everyone around me that she hated me. Apparently, like, but she was very problematic. So I keep saying she, they, my bad. It's just like habit. I'm trying to say they to just to make it neutral, but I keep switching to she. They were very problematic. Everyone in the store had issues with this person. Every person, as soon as his coworker quit, everyone was relieved. Like, it was. The store became so much more like relaxing. We're no longer walking on eggshells. So, I mean, I was kind of vindicating knowing that like the person that hated me was a huge problematic person. in terms of like behavior and just energy and just toxic. But yeah, so that didn't help. Me being like very insecure and like being very out of my field. Part-time work or like traditional jobs is very out of my comfort zone, and I still don't feel fully comfortable doing at my part-time job. Not saying that the people around me make me feel uncomfortable, like the problematic the problem children are already out of the situation. But it's just like I'm out of my element, and I can feel it, and I get the response from the people. You know what I mean? It's not saying I don't do good at the job, but there are times where I just feel like great shame for like my flaws. You know what I mean? I feel like really bad. And like any other situation, I'm like, yeah, gung ho, whatever, gung ho, like it's okay, I do with this. But specifically at my job, like I feel bad. I'm so out of my element. I feel there will always be that one person who would hate dislike you for no apparent reason. Yeah, not everyone's gonna like you. I don't like everyone. No one. I'm not gonna like everyone. I'm not gonna like everyone. Not everyone's gonna like me. That's fine. But this person very vehemently, very much hated me apparently. And it's just not like a good thing. When like I'm already like going out of my comfort zone and feeling like I'm out of my element at the part-time job, and then immediately like someone hates my guts. I'm like, okay, I guess. Yeah. Bitch's anxiety can be bitch. Yeah, I'm pretty set. Like, I'm pretty fine elsewhere. Like, anywhere else in my life, I'm like, I'm good. I mean, there's some things where, like, that stress me out. Like, standard, like, adult stuff. You know, like, finances and da-da-da. But nothing like part-time job. Traditional work. I feel so, like, out of my element and so, like, anxious and insecure there. And I don't know, maybe it's because I feel that way that I kind of, like, it's like a negative feedback loop where because I feel this way, it's more likely to happen because I'm kind of, like, I'm bringing in the energy. You know what I mean? Not to say that I don't have good qualities when it comes to my workplace. I think I've been told that I give like really good like customer service. So that's nice. You know what I mean? So that's nice. Maybe where I lack in like maybe communicating and stuff and like and stuff like that at work. I make up for in customer service. It's like I do well with customers, but maybe not so much with like daily communications and stuff with like coworkers. I don't know. It's like it is what it is. I'm trying to work on it. I try to work on it. But what was I saying? What was I talking about before this? I don't remember. Don't find me. What was I talking about before this, guys? I forgot. So how did I start talking about work? Out of my element. Short term. Business, just remember, you make a profit out of burp and piss notice, and if that's not an indicator for a go-to businesswoman, I don't know who is. Thank you, Viv. I do my best. You're talking about, my speech, yeah. Yeah, insecure about my speech impediment, yeah. Even though in most cases it seems fine. And I guess there's some comfort because, I spoke to some other artists at Fanime, and they were also pretty, like, fast speakers. You were talking about how much flea medication you were gonna put in your coworker's Stanley Cup. Jesus Christ. Jesus. That's kind of funny, actually. Pepinazzi for... Oh, I do want to drop Pepinazzi for Rock Expo. I do want to do that. And I'm slow. I feel like that's the only thing I'm gonna be able to pump out for Offkai Expo. If I do bring out more stuff for Offkai Expo, it'll probably be like a not safe for work print of Pippa, and then a safe for work version. That's probably the only thing I'm gonna be able to pump out. Allegedly, says Biff. Allegedly. Yeah, not safe for Pippa for money. I mean, I want to do not say. I do want to draw not safe for Pippa anyway. But apparently, it's gonna do really well, so even better for me. Because the issue I had with like a lot of stuff I make is that like when it comes to making merch, I have like, I don't know if principles is the right word, but there's like a few things that I have to check off my list in order to make merch of it. For one, I want the character design or something like that to kind of match the feel of my art, or like my branding, right? When it comes to me making fan merch, I try to select things that fit within my branding. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna draw like Berserk shit, you know? I'm not gonna draw Berserk stuff or like Initial D. Like that doesn't fit with my branding, you know what I mean? But I'll draw like Pippa, because Pippa like looks really nice within like it very much fits like my branding. Her outfit, her design fits my branding. I drew Monica. From Doki Doki Literature Club. I have some prints of her. I drew some Takagi-san. Kizuna Ai. Oh, Kizuna Ai. Kizuna Ai is coming to Offkai Expo, and I have like an old 5x7 print of her that I made in 2019. And I remember I had a not safe for work version that I just never finished. I never finished it. Maybe I can draw like the not safe for work Peppa print and then finish up the not safe for work version of that Kizuna Ai. Maybe. I'm sorry, Mentu. I'm so sorry. Mentu says, yeah, Kizuna Ai is coming to Offkai, and I'm not there. I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry about that. That's so unfortunate. I don't know what I can do. I mean, I don't know, maybe we can go record a concert or something. I'm sure people record a concert and upload it. Maybe she'll upload it herself. But I don't know. If there's anything you think that I can maybe try to get from Kizuna Ai at the con, let me know. I'll see what I can do. Second burp. I'm not the biggest fan, but I definitely gotta check it out. So Joshua, I think it's like, respect your elders. We gotta know where VTubers came from. Meanwhile, it looks like almost nothing is at Annie Fest Orlando this year. No! That's so sad. Oh no. What the fuck, Mentu? Are you abusing your fucking mod powers? What the fuck, Mentu? Goodness gracious. Hi, Grim Hunter. Welcome to the stream. Crashing out live for funsies. 10-second funsies. Daijoubu desu. If it's for the funny, it's okay. My reasoning behind a lot of things, guys. If you ever question why I do certain things or why I do something, it's because it's funny. 9 times out of 10, it's because it's funny. Not gonna lie. That's a likely response, because it was funny. Yeah, it's pretty crazy they got her. Really good timing for a comeback and Offkai Expo. Kizuna Ai Offkai Expo. Maybe I'll finish that not safe for work version I have. Dude, it's probably like inside like my old hard drive. I have my old hard drive in my current computer. I think it's probably in there. I need to dig it up, maybe see if I can finish it. Yeah. Not safe for Kizuna Ai. Let's see how that goes. But Pippa's priority. Pippa's priority. Shit, my tracking went crazy. Pippa's priority. Not safe for Pippa, yeah. We do it for funsies. Ban everyone from your channel. Yeah. It could be funny sometimes. It could be. Maybe. Who knows? So, okay. Well, what else I should mention at Fanime? So I got oh yeah, the swap meet, guys. I was talking about the swap meet. So anyways, so the swap meet for Fanime was on Thursday and Friday, which is day 0 and day 1. I got pho with my friends, artist friends, and then we got out around like maybe like 11, 10, 11, 20, and then I walked back to my hotel, and I think I like unwind and stuff, and I'm like talking to like, no, I'm not talking to anyone. Am I talking to anyone? No, it's only just me then. Like I unwind and everything, and then I'm like, oh wait, swap meet. When's a swap meet? I look at my little programming book. Swap meet from 7 p.m. to midnight, Thursday. And what time is it for me? 12:02. Or maybe almost 12. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna make it in time. So I'm fortunate. I did go to swap meet on Friday. And I don't know if the vendors at swap meet are different from Thursday and Friday. But I will say I went to the swap meet on Friday. And there were 2 items I wanted. I had both of them. Granted, one of them was a Lum pop-up. One was a Lum look-up figure. Lum look-up. I'll get photos. Let me save the photo. Web P, fuck you. Fuck you! Why are you Web P? Suck a dick. Hey, sweetie. Web P, shut up. Fucking whore. Let's see. Stop it. Don't do that. One moment, I'm getting photos. Don't be Web P. I'm a fucking mom if you do. Fuck off! What about you? Are you Web P? JPEG, thank God. Thank goodness gracious. What am I doing? I'm grabbing something. Not here. More like Web P pieces, but for real. Oh God. There you go. There's this figure. This figure I saw at the swap meet. The box is kind of beat up. But there's this figure. I'm like, ooh. There's only like what? $15 or some shit? They're selling it $15. I already have it. Bros, I already have this. I got it in Japan. For probably less than like 20 bucks. 22, 25? But the person at swap meet was selling it for less than I bought, I think, maybe. But the box is kind of a little beat up compared to mine. And I'm like, shit, I already have this. I don't want it. Well, I was considering buying another one. Like, what if I buy a second one? But no, I didn't buy it. Good, I didn't. Because I bought a lot of things elsewhere. It turns out the other figure I bought. Or the other figure I saw but already have. Let me find her. Wait a moment, guys. Wait a minute. Why is it so fucking small? This one. This figure. Morgan from Darkstalkers. I don't want to play the game. But apparently not many people do because it's an old game. It just kind of appears in like spin-off games or like games that have like a bunch of cameos. This figure, I saw someone selling it for $50. I saw like multiple sticky notes on it. It seemed like they really want to get rid of this figure, but they had the figure for $50, and I'm like, that's incredibly cheap. Like this figure usually goes for like $100, $120. Someone's selling it for $50. I'm like, I didn't check what was wrong with it, but I'm like, $50. I already have one. I bought it for like around $60 because I think I mentioned it on the unboxing stream. I got kind of a good deal. I got a really good deal on that Morgan figure. So $60. I bought it for around $60, and I thought that was a huge steal. But someone at Swap Meet was apparently selling it for like $50. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it $50? Is it a bootleg or some shit? Because I think there's bootlegs of this figure. But apparently they were selling it for $50. Maybe it was a bootleg. I don't know. Or maybe they just really want to get rid of it. Maybe it was broken or some shit. But I think even if I got this figure, I wouldn't really have any space to bring it back home. So it's kind of good that I didn't get it. But yeah. Yeah. We always support Mishy's spending habit. No! 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 No. But apparently I missed the swim meet on Thursday. I wanted to go to the swim meet. Friday was when my hotel roomies came in. Biff says money does nothing in your pockets, Mishy's buying. No! Stop it, guys! No! No! Unless you're giving me money, then it's a different story. Don't make me spend money. I'm broke. I'm in credit card debt, bro. What else? Friday of the convention, day 1 is when like my hotel roomies came in. So I was rooming with my sibling, their partner, and my sibling's best friend since like middle school or some shit. But I'm getting tired now. Shit. Mentu! 10 euros! Mentu says buy! Wow! I mean, I already bought the things. Thank you for the 10 euro tip. Super chat? Question mark? I already bought things. I mean, I placed the order for him. I'll tell you guys in a moment. I'll tell you guys later. I'll tell you guys about the merch I bought later. Okay, this is me talking about the convention. This is me recapping. I'll tell you about the shit I bought later on at the end of the stream. That's the second half. But that's when my Friday was when my hotel roomies came in. And sales on Friday were pretty bad. Not gonna lie, they were really sad. But apparently it was really sad for everyone. It was pretty sad. Sad for everyone. Biff! Buy it again! Says Biff! $10 tip! Yay! Super chat! Yay! Yay! Thank you guys. How much am I spending? I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know what I bought after. But thank you for the tip! Yay! I appreciate it, my dudes! That helps so much. You don't fucking know. You don't fucking know. What happened on Friday? Oh, on Friday. Okay, so I think on Friday, the setup for Oasis, the night market, was around 3 p.m. and then the Oasis opened at 6 p.m., right? So I believe vendors and artist alley opens at 2 p.m. Open on 2 p.m. Did I meet up with anyone on Friday? Or did I just walk around on Friday? So I think on 2 p.m. I went to... No, I did meet someone. So on Friday, I went to the bank to get change. I went to the bank to get change on Friday. And then I went to 7-Eleven to buy some food. Originally, my plans for Friday was I'm gonna go to Bank of America, go to bank to get change, and then I would go visit Container Store to get a bin for discount prints. I feel like having a bin dedicated to like discount goodies would be really good. Cause like, ooh, discount. Cause usually I have some of my discount prints just mixed in with my normal prints. But I feel like I have a dedicated space for like discount stuff. People will be more likely to dig through it. Cause like, ooh, discount. Cause I'm the same. So I'm like, yeah, offer the same thing to my customers. But I ran out of time for that. It wasn't looking too good. And then I'm like, you know what? If, I seem like I need a discount bin after like I set up my booth on Friday, then maybe on Saturday I'll go pick up a discount bin, right? I'll go buy one. So on Friday, at the start of the day before vendors and artists opened, I went to get change. I stopped by, thank God there was a 7-Eleven like right next to the bank. Because I was like, oh, what can I get from 7-Eleven? What can I get, like a drink or food? Because I'm not paying for fucking expensive ass food in the convention center. Ain't no fucking way. And also it's cheaper than buying, like going to like maybe going to like fast food or anything. You know what I mean? Or like go to a restaurant. I thought it'd be cheaper to buy food at 7-Eleven. Sure enough, it was. I bought like a little bottle of like lemon brisk iced tea. And then I got myself like a hot dog as well. There was no condiments. I think they didn't really take care of like their condiment like section on that 7-Eleven. But so I just got a plain ass fucking hot dog, right? So I got my change. I got my little hot dog. I got my brisk lemon iced tea. And I'm like, do I eat at the bubble tea shop that was like across the street? Like I just crossed the street from the 7-Eleven and go to the bubble tea shop and just maybe get bubble tea and eat my hot dog. Like, and I'm like, you know what? No, I have brisk iced tea. I'll just walk over back to the convention center and eat, at like the entrance. There's an entrance area of the convention center where there's like a bunch of like seating that kind of look like stairs. There's like this seating area where like, a lot of people pass through, right? I'm gonna sneeze. But there's a sitting area, right? So I brought my little hot dog and brisk iced tea bottle because those brisk bottles are huge. They have a lot of drink in them. But I brought it over with me to the entrance of the convention center, and I sat there, and I'm like, I'm gonna sit here near the top, so if anyone sees me, they'll say hi to me, or I can spot people and say hi to them. And sure enough, it did happen. I was eating my little hot dog, and then I'm not gonna name names just in case. I feel like it's safer that way, in case they don't, for some reason, don't want to associate me in any reason, or just don't want to know. People can be weird. Internet fans can be weird. So that's why I'm like cautious about saying who I hang out with now, because people can get really weird about it. And so like an artist I spoke to at the con, and I hung out with them after. I hung out with them like at the airport, because we took the airport shuttle from the DoubleTree Hotel to the airport around the same time, because thank God they had complimentary shuttle service. We took the shuttle around the same time, so we just kind of hung out until like we both had to go to our flights. And then they mentioned like they got some weird people interacting with them because of some of the friends and content creators that they hung out with. So I'm just gonna keep it low and like not mention like who I hang out with or like interacted with and until I know for sure. And Elisa says I consent to disclosing me. Yay, thank you. Okay, sweet. Good to know. Good to know if I go back to that topic. Thank you. But so on Friday, I sat down, had my little food, and then, sure enough, someone comes up to me and cosplay like, Mishi? I'm like, oh, hello. Like, eating my food, like, hi, I don't know if you know me. I'm blank name. I'm like, I do remember you. Yeah, I remember you. And they're like, yeah, I met you at this convention or something. I'm like, yeah, I remember you. How you doing, dude? How you doing? And then, we sat down and we're talking for a bit while I was eating. And then they're like, yeah, I'm also like waiting. I'm waiting for the vendors to open up around 2. I'm like, oh yeah, me too. I'm just eating until like vendors open, and then like I'll bounce maybe around like 2:30 or something to go set up and stuff at the Oasis. So we're just sitting down and talking and whatnot. They were hosting a panel at the convention, so we were talking about that and like upcoming conventions. And then when the vendors and artist alley opened, then we start walking around. I wanted to go to vendors first because I feel like things are more likely to sell out faster at vendors, because with artists they have merch, right? They have merch of their stuff, but I feel like they're more likely to have many copies of their same merch. But when it comes to vendors, because they have like big items like boxed figures and like, you know, a big variety of things, like I think their items take up so much more space, so they likely have less copies per item versus like artists where it's like I have a bunch of like prints, they're flat, they're heavy, but I can stack a whole lot in like a small amount of space, right? Versus like vendors where it's like, dude, you have like especially figure boxes, they add up in space real fast. So I feel like they probably have less quantity per good at the vendors, the exhibit hall. So I was like, let's go to vendors first, because maybe like the good shit will sell it faster. So we went to vendors, and 2 minutes in, the person I was hanging out with already bought something. Because we stopped by, we were walking. And I was like, oh, this booth, can I check out this booth? They're like, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, we're walking around together. And then I was looking around the booth, and then I hear them be like, oh, this is so cute. And it was like a Chikawa bag or something. I don't think it's actually like Chikawa. I think it's like another character in the Chikawa series or whatever. But I think it was like a bag of some Chikawa character. And then like, you know, the friend I was hanging out with was like, hey, how much is this? And then the vendor was like, oh, $25 or something like that. Last one. And then the person I was hanging out with was like, whoa. Well, now I have to get it. It's the last one. So they bought it. They bought the little backpack, the Chikawa character fucking backpack. It was like 2 minutes in. Pebbles, you okay? You good? You're so clumsy. Think. Hi, sweetie. She tried to walk from my bed to my desk and then slipped. I'm like, Pebbles, how did you slip from that? I think she's just sleepy. I think she's sleepy. I think she was just waking up and then just wasn't fully awake and slipped off my fucking desk. Hi, baby. So sleepy. So sleepy. What's wrong, baby? Okay, so yeah, last on day one. Imagine. I mean, it's possible. The friend I was hanging out with also joked around about it. Like, yeah, she said that vendor said the last one, but wait, she has like 5 more underneath the desk, kind of thing. I mean, it's possible. And then like the friend was joking around about it, but I feel like it's also possible to have very little stock of an item. Kawaii bunny girl? Is it bunny girl? Was it bunny girl? Kawaii bunny girl, I think. Shit, I missed it. Activity feed? Kawaii bunny girl, thank you for subbing! Thank you! But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like, you won't, like, sometimes you just have, like, small remaining stock from, like, your existing inventory, but you bring it to the con anyway. You're not always, like, perfectly restocked in all the merch at every con. Like, I restocked so many of my merch for this con and spent over $1,000 to restock basically everything I had to make sure I was good, just in case. Abigail! Yeah, Abigail. Abigator, thank you for the membership, my dude! Hell yeah, thank you! You can use emotes now. Thank you. Ito. Did I say it again? Abelgator. Don't at me! I'm doing my best. Don't at me. Editor, internet sound like Unleashed Quick Time Event. Jesus. I'm shit at quick time events, guys. I'm so shit. I'm not a true gamer. Yakuza quick time events, I fucked up every single time. I fucked up so many times. My boyfriend made fun of me every single time. Eto. Remember, I'm mentally disabled. There's your pronunciation. Disabled. Ablegator. Ablegator. Right? Disabled. Ablegator. Your gamer status is well known from your... Hey! 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 I'm good at Pikmin 2. I'm really good at Pikmin 2. I'm really good at it. I'm not shit at all games. Pikmin 2 is good, okay? I didn't know death run. 100%. 100% no death run on Pikmin 2. And I think I did really well. You dick. You have the lost save. Okay, I know. You have the lost save state, but it's difficult not to in Pikmin 2, okay? They die so fast. They die. I wanna see y'all motherfuckers take on a fucking no death run. 100% Pikmin 2 run. Try it, bitch. Then at me. Then at me. Suck a dick! Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the purchasing. Yeah. So finishes map, little guy jumps off an entrance, dies. Bro, that was what that's like, that was insane. Mike randomly muting, that's probably me screaming into it. Cause you guys are are making me angry. Really, it's a skill issue if you don't save scum. Miss you probably. Hey! Hey! It's okay, we accept our gamer issue. Hey! Shut up! Shut up! I'm talking about things. Stop making fun of me. Anyways. I walked around the artist alley for or the vendors for maybe like 30-ish minutes, which is not a lot of time. I went through like maybe like 1/5 of the aisles, and in 30 minutes. I'm like, well, I gotta go. I gotta set up. Bully the streamer time says. Grandmother. Suck a dick. Suck a dick. Suck a dick. Can't wait to play games with Mishy again. We should play Raft or something. Try Raft. Anyways. Day 1. So I finished up like I was like, okay, bye. It was nice hanging out with you. Hope you have a good rest of the con. Good luck with your panel. Da da da. I'm gonna go set up Artist Alley, or not Artist Alley. I'm gonna set up Oasis. And then I'm getting tired. And then I took a shuttle to Oasis. And then I set up. Sales were shit. They're pretty bad. Friday sales are pretty bad. Still sales. They're still sales, but it's pretty bad. According to other artists too. And then my hotel roommates came in around that time. Did we eat together on Friday night? What did we get Friday night? What did we eat for Friday night? Fuck. Pizza? I feel like we had pizza Friday night. Oh, I think it was pizza. So Friday night. I think it was a pizza. I think it was pizza. I think near closing time. And then Oasis closes at 1. Midnight. Where's 1 a.m. that it closed? I forgot, man. It was 1 a.m. or midnight that Artist Alley closed. What's 10 p.m.? Fuck, I forgot now. 11? 1 a.m. Oh, 1 a.m. Oasis. Thank you. Thank you. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. Like, the eepiness is catching up. But 1 a.m. Oasis closed. And I think near 1, I think... Oh, Friday! Friday! Yeah, so, like, my hotel roomies came in. And then I was like, hey... Sibling, can you watch over my booth alone while I go to the swap meet for like a little bit? Cause I missed the swap meet on Thursday and I want to go on Friday. So I went to the swap meet like near the end, like the last like hour of the swap meet. That's when I was there. If not like a little bit less than an hour. And again, there was those 2 items that I wanted, the Morgan and like the Lemme figure. Those I was like, I wanted them, but I already had them. So it's like, well, I guess I'm not getting those, which is good because like money. But also the Lemme figure was kind of, the box was kind of beat up. And the Morgan was really cheap for some fucking reason. Like, it can't be that cheap. Unless the person just really wants to get rid of it. It really wants to. Because on average, it sells for like 100 or 120. And they're selling it for 50. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this figure for you to sell it at 50? Ninya, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I kind of expect only Main Hall gets business on Friday before the major weekend rush. I think so too. Because, I mean, same thing with like... I'm the same... How do I describe it? For me, when I shop at art selling vendors, I typically go walk around the whole thing first. And then from there, figure out what I want to buy. You know what I mean? I want to see what's all available. And then decide from there what I want to buy. And I feel like it's the same thing with other people, right? I feel like on Friday, there's not a whole lot of sales because people walk around seeing everything. And then decide maybe the next day, oh yeah, I want to buy this. So Friday sales are pretty poor. But I feel like that's usually the case, which is pretty slow. And apparently it was really bad, according to some people. They're like, wow, yeah, the Friday was really bad. I thought, you know, there's like okay Fridays. Like, there's like what you expect of a Friday, and there's bad Fridays. It probably sounds like it was a bad Friday, but I don't know. But, so I think I got pizza. I think when I was on the swap meet, my sibling was like, hey, we're going to order pizza soon. My partner's getting hungry. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm heading back soon anyway. So, oh my god! I'm looking at my little like my little bell icon. Do you guys see like the little like tip membership and like subscriber like little bell like rolling names? I saw Tenma and the little bell one. What's the bell one again? I kind of forgot what the bell one was, not gonna lie. Was that sub? Kaiju Gaming. FYCY. What's Tenma? Kawaii Bunny. Oh, it was Tenma! Wait, did Tenma was sub? Hold on, wait, I'm looking for it. College Cortex. Devious _ Wolf. Kevin. Bratty. Darkinson. Felix Imperator. Quakesilver. Map 3. Peel. Fuck. Lance. Texas. Oh. Texas Miami. It's not Tenma Miami. It's Texas Miami, I think. I thought I saw Tenma. Mau _36. I don't know. Maybe it was just Texas Miami. That's who it was. Wait, Tenma? Radico. Thor 2000. And Pop 45. Jose Hernandez. Kaiju Gaming. Oh, it wasn't Tenma. It was someone named something Miami. Okay, no, it wasn't Tenma. That would be really cool though. Saturday is the buy day because there's no guarantee the stuff you want will be there on Sunday. Basically, right? That is the buy day, definitely. Like Sunday is the day you kind of expect things to be maybe gone. So you buy shit on Saturday. But also that's when it's most busy too. So it's like, that's the buy day, but also it's the most busy day. So it makes buying kind of annoying. So Friday night, we get the pizza. And then it's like maybe like 30 minutes before we close. And then my siblings say, hey, the pizza's here. Do you want to eat? I can bring you some. I'm like, you know what? the Oasis closes in like 30 minutes. I'm just gonna wait until we close, and then I'll go back upstairs and eat pizza. If it's kind of room temperature, that's fine. As long as there's soda, I'm good. And then like, okay. So they also gave some of the pizza to my table, the artist next to me. The artist next to me was also pitching in for like some pizza. So, and then yeah, after my siblings like, hey Mishi, do you want some pizza? Okay. Hey table neighbor, here's your pizza. And then they got their pizza, and then sibling went up to the fucking hotel room and ate the food, and I went back up there and ate as well. So yeah. I did all shopping on Friday to beat the rush, but also because I have no shopping inhibitions. Is that the right word? I know what it means, but it's like saying it, I'm like, wait. Inhibitions. I know. MME, thank you for joining the stream. P Falgamer, welcome. What else did I do on Friday night? Did we just like hang out, eat pizza, and then like go to sleep? I think so. Cause Oasis ends at 1 a.m. So like we don't want to stay up too long. So I'm like, okay, go to sleep. Saturday, I wake up early. What did I do Saturday? I think was Saturday that? Yeah, Saturday. I'm trying to think about what I did. 'Cause I'm mixing the days up. So, my sibling partner, I think, all my whole time roommates and I, we go to the convention center. One of them goes to registration to pick up the badge because they arrived a bit too late the day before, and registration closed around 7 p.m. So it was a bit too late to grab their badge. And even though like they had like a little bit of a window of time to pick up their badge, they already rushed to the hotel, to the Oasis. There was like a whole lot of stress of like the rush, and then there was only like maybe like 30-ish minutes to go pick up the badge, and it's like we don't even know how long the line is, so they just waited until to pick it up Saturday morning. So they went to pick up their badge Saturday morning, and then some of us went over to like vendors, like artists, I think vendors hall to go check it out. And I think we kind of split off from there. I think did we split off? I don't know. But I remember at one point during me walking around vendors on Saturday, one of the guys that bought some stuff from my table, I was like, "Oh hey!" And, like yelled it out loud, right? And I like kind of like, if it sounded like it was towards me, but I was like walking and then I stopped and like, wait, was that towards me? And I turned around and then like the guy was looking at me and we're talking. And then we hung out for a bit. I think we walked around vendors for a bit. And then I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm hungry. I didn't eat breakfast. I don't really like have much of an appetite when I first wake up. So, I didn't eat breakfast. And he's like, oh, what are you feeling? I know some places around here. We can go get some food. And I'm like, I want bubble tea. Like immediately, I'm like, bubble tea, I think. And he was like, oh, I recommend Boba Bar. This is really good. It's like, it's not too far a walk. I'm like, okay, Boba Bar. That sounds good. And we walk over there. I'm like, bro, thank God the line was short because apparently the line for that restaurant's usually pretty long. But we got there, barely any line. And I got rose lychee milk tea. No, I got rose lychee fruit tea. It was so fucking good. That rose lychee tea was so good. It was so good. And then and then he got his own drink, and then we split. I think I bought popcorn chicken, and he bought fries, and we just shared that and barely made a dent in it because we both are like, we seem to be both really light eaters. And then after that, I think did we finish like vendors area? I think we finished vendors area prior, and then ate. And then when we got back to convention center, we went through Artist Alley. But Artist Alley on Saturday was packed. It was so fucking packed. And I made my rounds, and I didn't buy anything then, but I took some photos to see like if my friends wanted anything. I took some photos of things that I thought they might like, and I took photos and sent it to them to see if they would want it. But Saturday, Artist Alley was fucking packed. It was crazy. We're sardined, and I don't think the guy was. I don't like the guy that I was hanging out with. I don't think it was really him. It wasn't really a him issue, but because I think we're like packed, like we're like sardined, and I was like being shoved up against him all the time. And then when he would want to show me something, he'd be like, "Oh, look at this print." I'd be like, "Oh, I can't see it from here." He would like kind of put his hands on like my shoulders and kind of like push me into like the spot so I can see the print better. And I think normally if it was like wasn't crowded, I'd probably be like, "Oh, that's fine," right? But I think because we're like just like shoved up against each other for like an hour or so, if not more, maybe like around an hour, 2 hours, like shoved up against each other and like walking, I felt like I felt like my personal space was invaded. Not particularly by him, and like hi Bubbles. I think like I wasn't like I felt like my space was invaded, not particularly him, not specifically him, but just basically like us all being cramped together, like sardined, and I happened to be keep bumping into him. I felt kind of like my personal space, my personal bubble. So when he put his shoulders on me or put his hands on my shoulders, I'm like, which I'm like, it's fine. Like I didn't really say anything because I think it's really a him issue. It was just like we're just sardined. So if he did that, maybe it wouldn't really bothers me as much. But because we're sardined, I'm like, I don't like it. So after that, I was like overwhelmed by the artist alley, and also I just felt like, yeah. So like when we were done with the artist alley and I had to go set up, I was like, oh thank God, I'm gonna set up now. Get out of that freaking sardine area. Yeah. Artist alley is always packed with sardines. It's always steamy and poor ventilation. It seems so. It seems so. I'm kind of kicking myself because this is my first time taking lifts and I missed the one Annie rave party because I had like 3 bags of merch. Oh no! Oh no! That's not fun. I didn't go to any parties because like the Oasis already ended up at like 1 a.m. I stayed like an extra night at the convention. Like I could have like maybe chosen like a late flight on Monday and saved myself a hotel night, so I don't have to pay a hotel night. But because like the convention basically ended like around like 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. right? So the whole remaining day was open for me, and yeah, but I generally when it comes to cons, I fly out the day after just so like I can have time to like meticulously repack my stuff, but also in case like I want to network, I like go to parties or something, or now you know what I mean. And I try to like on my flight back, I try to book my flight for like later in the day, like maybe in the evening, so I can have time to maybe hang out with people if I can. Like afternoon or evening. I don't really go for like a morning flight back home, just in case I have an opportunity to hang out with some people. Just because I like hanging out with people, but I also think it's really good for networking. It's like, wow, I really like hanging out with people, like convention staff and artists and whatnot. I love hanging out with these type of people, and it's also good networking. So it's like a win-win. Not only do I get to have my social time, but also it's better for my career. I'm like, holy shit, it's so cool. So Saturday, I was very much overwhelmed by how crowded and sardined Artist Alley was. So I was really glad to be able to go back to the hotel with my sibling and go set up for Saturday. Apparently Saturday in Oasis it was jam packed. It was crazy. The staff were like, I hope your sales are really good because it was insane out here. We were absolutely slammed. I'm like, oh, really? Dang, I didn't really notice it. But, I mean, sales were good. I feel like, it's Saturday sales. It makes sense that there's a spike in them. But I'm like, not as high as I would like. But I'm not going to be ungrateful. I'll take what I can. I'm glad I got sales at all. But when I consider how much I sunk into a 3-stock cost, it was like, oh. But, yeah, but apparently Saturday was completely slammed. According to the staff, they were like scrambling to make sure everyone was getting like properly ID'd and like given a little wristband to show that they were ID'd. I never know how network mingles turn around. I just meet some people on Discord Friday, not much more. Yeah, for me it's like Networking is really helpful for me. I feel like convention is the best place for me to get network. I feel like I'm really like in my zone at cons. That is like my element. My element is conventions. I love conventions. Especially like 18 plus spaces. I love being able to just openly talk about freaky shit. I love that. There's so many freaks. And also artists. Like we're freaks on top of artists. And or convention staff. I love talking to like either convention staff or artists, like oftentimes. Because I think I can like, I don't know. I like talking to people, you know, it's like when you're like talking to people who share similar interests to you. I really like talking to like other artists and like con staff. Because like one for one, I'm an artist, right? So of course I probably like talking to other artists. It's no surprise. But the con staff part, for me, it's like, I'm not really part of con staff. I'm like an artist and VTuber. But I really, really like and find interest in like the whole like con running scene. I think it's really cool. I think running convention sounds so cool. It's like so much work and dedication. I have so much respect for it. So when I get an opportunity to like, you know, hang out with the staff, I think it's really fun. Because it's like, wow, you people are like the reason why these conventions exist. And sorry, hold on. Pablo's is pressing some hotkeys on my keyboard. So I'm like, wow, you people are the reason why conventions exist, right? So it's like, I have so much respect. I'm like, wow, I'd love to hang out. Yeah, let's go grab food or something. Let's grab dinner or lunch. That'd be really cool. It's like a party, right? So Saturday was apparently really packed. I don't remember much from Saturday, not gonna lie. What did I do for food on Saturday? Hi, sweetie. What's wrong, baby? Hi. I don't know if I really had any food on Saturday. I think I might have just ate instant ramen. Hi, sweetie. I think my sibling brought like a rice cooker and like a little like hot pot, like a small like portable hot pot thing. I don't know if it's specifically hot pot, but it's like a pot that you can turn on like heat. That was really helpful. I'm thinking about getting it one now for cons. Or not cons, but like maybe if I go into a con, like I'm not tabling and I can bring much more stuff, like personal stuff. Maybe I'll buy one of those and bring with me. But I don't think I had much. I didn't really have much of a dinner on Saturday. I think I just had instant ramen and shared it with my sibling. Fanime stuff is properly understanding. I should do proper volunteering next year just because my brother's in deep with Oasis volunteer staffing. Yeah, they could probably use it. I don't doubt it. Conventions, I'm sure they could use a whole lot of hands on deck. That'd be really useful. I'm getting sleepy, guys. I'm getting sleepy. Oh, God. I'm sleepy. So yeah, Saturday sales were good. But like they picked up compared to Friday, but not as good as I hoped. Sunday. I think what did I do Sunday? Imagine a sleepy stream, says Joshua. Oh, with me? No, I've been way too paranoid. What if I sleep and like I sleep top my goddamn credit card number or some shit? Say my real name or something. I'm like, no. I'm scared. I'm too paranoid. When I want to do a sleeping stream. Sunday. What did I do on Sunday? Oh, I met a friend. I met a friend from, I think on Saturday night, I met a friend from my Homestuck cosplay days. It's a friend I met back in my Homestuck cosplay days. And she's real sweet. She's kind of like an aunt. She's kind of like an aunt to me. She met my sibling and I when we were young. I was like in my teenage years, and my younger sibling was like preteens to early teens. And yeah, I met that person then, and we've been friends since. I remember we go to like a lot of like IRL Homestuck cosplay gatherings together. It was a whole thing. It was fun. I really cherish those memories in the fandom. Very much positive experience. Unfortunately, it's not the same for everyone when it comes to Homestuck cosplayers, but for me, it was a very positive experience. And a very valuable time I had. But yeah, so I haven't seen her in years. I maybe haven't seen her since like 2019 or something like that. But I saw her again, and it was like, wow, it's good to see you again. And then she was like, wow, younger sibling, I remember when you were this small, and now look at you. You guys have grown. Mishy, like, you're a VTuber now, and you rate dicks. That's crazy? I'm like, hee hee. Yeah. It was fun. It was fun. It did remind me how far I've come when I think about like where I was back then. I did go a long way. Yeah, I'm happy where I am. Financially, maybe not so much. But everything else is pretty great. I'm really happy where I am right now. Okay, so I'm passing out. Have fun, everyone. Good night. Love y'all. Says Mentu. Thanks for joining, Mentu. Thanks for watching, and thank you for the super chat. It helps so much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. Fourth burp? Third burp. So. What else? It's my turn Saturday. And then ramen. Sunday. I think I walked around vendors with like my sibling and their partner. I think that's what we did on Sunday. And then what's it Saturday? Fuck, I'm tired. Where's my camera? Why aren't you getting me? I'm right here. Bitch. There we go. I don't know if we got food first. I don't know. Did we get food first? On Sunday? Did we get food first? I don't know. But I think we might have gone food first, I think. Where my younger sibling and their partner and I, we went to go to Whisper's Crepes. Whisper's Crepes restaurant. Which apparently is like a staple for my sibling's partner. Whenever my sibling's partner's in the area, they always go to Whisper's Crepes Cafe. I got just like a crepe stack, and it was good. But I think because there's no cream, I think the flavor gets tiring pretty quickly. And that's on me. It's like I'm picky when it comes to like cream on my dishes. There has to be like a light layer of cream. I can't have too much cream, otherwise I'm gonna like gag. There's too much. So I'm like, I was gonna play it safe. Instead of getting a crepe with a whole bunch of cream in it, I'm just gonna get like a stack of crepe that has like, that's just like the, you know, like the crepe itself. No like fillings or anything. It's just kind of the crepe, and then like a side of strawberries. And I think that flavor got boring pretty quickly, but it's kind of on me. Maybe I could ask for cream on the side next time or something. But during that, I invited a friend. Like, I felt bad because it's kind of last minute, but they still came along. But I invited like a convention staff friend to the cafe, and like we hung out and we ate there. And then they were like, "Oh, did you hear about this convention?" Like, I mean, I only like saw like maybe like the social media posts, but I don't know I don't know much else. And like, oh, I have so much to tell you. I'm like, oh my goodness, bro, spill the tea, bro, kind of thing. And so after we were done eating and everything at the restaurant, and on the way back, this like convention staff friend was basically just like spilling a whole bunch of shit That like all the back end stuff that happened about setting up a convention. I'm like, wow, that's insane, dude. It was insane. It was so fucking insane. I'm not gonna share it just in case, of course. But I'm like, I'm just. It was crazy. The amount of like things people done in such a short period of time in such a rush. I would not. I don't know how I'd be able to handle that shit. I cannot handle rushes well, in my opinion. So it was crazy to hear about this stuff. And then like we went back to the con, and then the convention staff friend saw another friend of theirs, and then we stopped to chat, and then like my sibling and their partner went off to go elsewhere, and I just hung out with this person. I just hung out with this convention staff friend, and then we met up with their friends. I think we went to go get lunch. We went to Boba Bar. I suggested Boba Bar because they're like, yeah, what do we want to eat? Boba sounds nice. I'm like, oh, I know Boba Bar. I just got recommended it yesterday. So we went back to Boba Bar. I got myself I think a lychee lemonade this time around, because the first time around I got lychee rose fruit tea. That's what I got on Saturday, I think. I forgot. So Sunday I got the lychee lemonade, which is not as good as I hoped, because I had lychee lemonade at like a ramen restaurant, and that shit was like actual sex. It was fucking so good. It was so fucking good. It was so good. But it was, the lychee lemonade was still good. I still enjoy my time with them. The power of friendship on this gun I found. Says Grim Hunter. Tommy says without cream is not great. It is not very great. No. I feel like maybe just so I can control the amount of cream on the crepe, I'll just have like a side of cream so I can control it. You know what I mean? Because too much cream is like, oh. But also no cream is probably not very great either. So next time, you live and you learn. But I didn't buy anything either on Sunday. I didn't buy anything either on the vendors. I was just walking around with them. And then I went to go back to my booth, and then I did my tabling thing. And I think there was this Pipkin Pippa like acrylic stand. There was this Pipkin Pippa acrylic stand with her pussy out. It was her nude. She was sitting down with her pussy out. And I was like, oh, I want this. I think I saw it first time I saw it on like Saturday, and I'm like, I really want it, but I'll sit on it for a bit. And then I was just like, okay, that's fine. And I'm like, how much stock do you got left? They're like, I mean, I have a lot, but you know, it's still possible it'll sell out. I'm like, will you have some on Offkai? Are you tabling Offkai? And they're like, yes, I'll be at Offkai, and I have a whole bunch. Then I'm like, fuck, good to know. So, and then on Sunday, apparently that same artist was like, hey, Mishi? Are you the person that was looking at the pussy acrylic stand in my booth? I didn't know. I was like, I didn't know it was you. Yeah, if you want, I can just give it to you for free. I'm like, oh shit, on God? So they came over by my booth. And I'm like, yeah, I saw that. I didn't even realize it was you. Yeah, here, I can grab a stand for you. I'm like, yeah, if you want to trade. I have a Pippa and Tenma charm if you want to trade. So the artist like grabbed the Pippa and Tenma charm, and I got the pussy acrylic stand. So that was nice. I got that one for free. Essentially free. It wasn't exactly free, but essentially free. Right, it was essentially free. Why isn't my freaking YouTube chat updating? Why isn't my chat updating? I see the chat on my YouTube overlay, but I don't see the chat on my actual YouTube chat thing. Why? Update, please. Please update. I beg you. Oh, is it? Why is it being weird? Hold on. Why are you weird? Stop being weird. Why the fuck are you being weird? Stop it. But yeah, so I got the pussy, the Pipkin Pippa acrylic stand with the pussy out for free. Essentially, I just traded for it, trade art, and then on the last like 30 minutes, last maybe hour. I was walking around and the Oasis and 18 plus markets, do my final round of like looking around and buying shit. And there was this artist with a Tharja Daki. Tharja from Fire Emblem Awakening. There was a Dakimakura of her. And I think I saw it on Saturday, because I don't think I probably walked around on Friday. Did I? I don't know. Maybe I did walk around on Friday, but I went up to that person's booth like, how much is the Tharja Daki? Like $80, or you can get a deal if you buy the Tharja Daki and a mouse pad or da da da. I'm like, that's okay. I just want the Daki. I'll come back for it later. And then on Sunday night, I went back to that person's booth, and I was like, how many Tharja Dakis got left? And they're like, that's my last one. The display is my last Tharja Daki. And like, shit. What's a condition? What's a condition? They're like, it's basically brand new. I only opened it for this convention to hang on display. Like, bet. So I went to go back to my booth to grab the cash, and then I came back and I bought the Tharja Daki. I stole it from someone too, cause there was another artist that the artist that I hung out with for pho. I got pho with this artist, and it was really interesting because we were going to the same booths to buy shit. The first booth, I went to go buy something for my boyfriend, Logan. He wanted an Anise print. So I went to go grab an Anise print with him, for him. And the artist friend that I grabbed pho with, he was at that booth. And he was like, oh, hey. And I'm like, oh, hey, what you getting? And then he showed me what he was getting. And I'm like, okay, cool. I get my thing. He gets his thing. We branch off. And then when I go to the Tharja Daki artist, I see that the freaking pho artist there again. He's like, what the fuck? You following me? Like you know, like, we're buying all the same shit. It's you again, kind of thing. And like he was in the middle of buying his thing about wanting what Dakis to buy, I think. And then I snatched that Tharja Daki. I snatched that fucking Tharja Daki because I have the cash now. I'm like, that Tharja Daki, please. And then the pho artist is like, what? I was about to buy that. No, how could you? And I'm like, suck a dick, bitch. This Tharja Daki's mine. It's mine. Suck a dick. Sexist suck loser. It's mine now. And then the artist is like, yeah, you can still buy it. I'll just ship it to you for free. Cause that pho artist bought like 3 or 4 Dakis. It's insane. Each Daki's like $80, man. Each Daki's like $80. I mean, it's possible that they got a discount. But I mean, yeah, like this dude bought like 3 or 4 Dakis. Like, so the artist, the Daki artist, just, you know, sold the Tharja Daki to the guy with free shipping. So that's nice. Who knew a good network can give you free bussy of Pippa? Bussy, don't misuse the term bussy. Bussy is boy pussy. Pippa's not a boy. Let's not forget what bussy is. I'll say I forgot. I didn't know what bussy was for a while either. I thought bussy was just a funny word for pussy, but apparently it's boy pussy. So I didn't know that. So I blame you for not using bussy correctly, because I didn't use bussy correctly either. Oh, there's just funny pussy. I thought it was like butthole pussy, but I think it's specifically boy pussy. It's so cool for artists to do trades like that. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's fun. It's nice. We can kind of save money in a way. Because like, when we trade art, essentially, we're not spending money. We're not spending a whole lot of money. Essentially, what we're trading, the money we did spend, is basically the cost to manufacture an item. Right? So let's say it cost me like $2 to produce a charm. And I trade a charm with another artist. Instead of paying like maybe $13 to $15 for like an acrylic charm, we just trade our charms. So instead of spending $15, I technically spent like maybe $2-ish. So yeah. There was so much sneak game merch this year. Just caught up on last week. Anyways, gotta drive home. Have a safe trip, Annaliso. Have a safe trip. But yeah, so I grabbed the last Tharja Daki. And so I bought it. And then when we were taking stuff down on Sunday night, because for Oasis 18 plus market is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, while the vendors in Artist Alley is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So on Sunday we're taking it all down, and then like the Tharja Daki artist like passed by me. He was like, "Oh, you're the Tharja girl. I didn't know you were also an artist." I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." Yeah, the Tharja Daki from you is the first Daki I've ever owned. I have a pillow, but I don't own a Daki cover. I bought a pillow for like merch research purposes, I guess, for when I want to make a Daki Makara of my own. I have a pillow to like reference. So I had a body pillow, but I didn't have a cover. So Tharja cover is the first cover like I ever owned. So yeah, and then in response, I think that guy, the Tharja Daki guy, he gave me 2 stickers. He gave me 2 Tharja stickers. He's like, "Yeah, you want some Tharja stickers?" I'm like, "Oh, fuck yeah, please." Then he just gave me 2 copies of it. I'm like, "Oh, wow, thank you." So I'm like, yeah, and then we started talking about like what cons we're going to go to next. I'm like, "Oh, I hope to see you at another con. Safe travels." Right? I didn't get to talk to a friend of mine much. I had another artist friend at that convention, that Oasis, and I didn't get to talk to him very much, unfortunately. I used the Cuddly Octopus for the quality Dakis because they got tight fits. Oh, do they? That's good. That's good to hear that Cuddly Octopus has good quality, because like I've heard about Cuddly Octopus. But there's some Dakis that are just like low quality. There's like quite a bit of like low quality Dakis I'm not a big fan of. So to hear that Cuddly Octopus has some good stuff, that's good. The Tharja Daki also felt really good quality. It felt pretty good quality, so I'm happy about that. And so for like on Sunday night, what did I get for dinner? Did I just have spam? I think I just had spam and rice for Sunday dinner. Because we got up pretty late. Because again, like the Artist Alley, the Oasis closes at 1 p.m. But I still need to take down shit. So I think by the time I got back to my hotel, it was around like 2 a.m. So my sibling and I just kind of like made spam and rice with like their cooking supplies. Thank God they brought it over because it did help save money. So that's what we did. Thankfully, my room was right in front of like an ice machine and like soda machine. So it made it really helpful and easy just to grab drinks and like ice if you ever needed it. We used the ice for like the hot pot. We used the ice for the hot pot, like a little cooking machine. Because we just like because we didn't have water. We had to buy water. So instead of like buying water, we would just like get a bowl of ice and just pour it into the hot pot machine. And just cook cook the ice until it was water. And then cook the ramen in that. And stuff like that. So I didn't do anything on Sunday night either. We just ate, and then I think I ended up there. But in terms of like interesting interactions at my booth, Shimi packed up so fast. I got parents pick up on Monday, but stopped by at 1 a.m. Wanted to say hi to brother before he got back to work. You didn't even buy a water bottle? I bought some drinks here and there. I bought like brisk iced tea at one point. I bought brisk iced tea like 2 or 3 times. And there was I did buy like a Coca-Cola from like the soda machine in front of my place. It had names on them, so I got a Coke bottle that said like Brooke, and then my sibling got one that says Antonio. We didn't buy a water bottle. I think we were supposed to, but we didn't get around to buying it because I think my sibling's partner was like, "Yeah, I need to buy jugs of water at one point. Please remind me." And we just never got around to buy those jugs of water, unfortunately. But we made it. And then, so interesting customer interactions. Annaliso, God bless Annaliso. Thank you for being here. Annaliso was a fucking goat and like came by my booth and we spoke to her a little bit, and he was like, they were like, "Oh yeah, I'm Annaliso. I watch your streams." I'm like, "Oh my God, Annaliso, thank you for stopping by. It's nice to see you. Nice to meet you." And they're like, "Okay, now time to buy things." I'm like, "Well, let me know. Like give me one of every print." And I'm like, how would I math that? How would I math? Also, there's multiple sizes for some print designs. How would I, what? So it took a hot minute. To to put that all together. But God bless you, Annalisa, for picking up so many prints for me. That helped a whole lot. God bless. It took a hot minute to prepare everything, but yeah. And then there was another there's another person who came by my booth, and they're like, "Can I get every print, like every comic print in small? Everything that's available in small. Can I get in small?" So I gave them like what, 5 or 6, I think 6 comic prints in small, and then 1 medium comic print because it was only available in medium. It wasn't available in small. And they're like, "Can I get it signed too if it's no trouble?" I like, you know, I know it's asking for a lot, but if it's no trouble, I'll have to get them signed. I'm like, oh, I mean, I can definitely get them signed, but it's just gonna take a hot minute. So if you can, like, I don't know, there's like a pillar in front of my booth. So if they like want to wait there while I prepare everything, that's cool. So I was just like, yeah. So I took a hot minute to like prepare all the prints and like round their corners and sign them, and then make sure that, like, you know, you know, put them on top of each other in a way that so that the ink from my pen doesn't smudge all over the freaking prints, because that's a concern when it comes to the prints, is that like I gotta be careful to make sure, you know, the ink doesn't smudge. I gotta like fan them out a bit, and I can't put them back into the plastic sleeve, because I put it into the plastic sleeve, it's probably gonna smudge. That's happened to me before when I bought prints before. I was surprised you didn't just boil ice or water. That's what we did. Yeah. That's what we did. We just boiled. We just got some ice and then put it into the little hot pot machine and just put it on heat, and it just cooked the water. And we just cooked the ice and then it boiled. That's what we use for ramen. Yeah. So that was interesting. That was an interesting customer interaction. And then someone interviewed me at my booth. I forgot the name of the person. Something Productions. But they were really sweet. They interviewed me, and they admitted like they were really nervous. I'm like, that's all good, dude. But I think they came up to me on like Saturday asking if I'm down to do an interview. I'm like, I'm sure I'm down. And so like they're like, yeah, do you want to do an interview on like Sunday or something? I'm like, yeah, let's do that. And then Saturday rolled around, and then they came over to my booth, and they're like, "Oh, you ready for an interview?" I'm like, "Oh shit, I forgot. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, there's a whole lot going on. Give me an hour. So I think it was on Sunday at least. I might be getting my days mixed up when I tell these events, but I didn't interview, and the person, I was low key kind of scared because they were really on point with their questions, because they were like. They like, you know, they seem like they knew my stuff, right? But they're like the some of the words are like some of the questions are like, oh, what fandoms, or like what community spaces are you like into and whatnot. I'm like, oh, haha, laughs, hee hee, embarrassing. And I kind of like walk away from the camera, like reacting, and I come back and they were like, yeah, like Homestuck. I'm like, I was just thinking about Homestuck. When I think about like communities I've been in, like fandoms, I think of Homestuck. I think it's aha, cringe or whatever. And then yeah, so like after laughing for a bit to myself, I come back and then I'm about to speak, and then the interviewer is like, Homestuck. I'm like, oh, yeah, yes, that's what I was thinking. Yes. So I talk about Homestuck for a bit, and then they're like, what do you think is like maybe like a secondary like fandom that you really like a lot? Let's say One Shot. I'm like, yes, One Shot. Yeah. And talk about that. And then like another question was like, oh yeah, like, so, you know, you're well known, you're like, you know, I'm recalling this based on memory. I could be wrong on some like nitty gritty details. But it's like, oh, you know, you're not like, you know, Persona, your VTuber character. What would you say the inspiration for your VTuber character is in the design? I'm like, oh, I mean, there's a handful of the character designs, or like some design elements. And I think, and then he came along like, oh, speaking of that, would you say that this is like an idea, like inspiration for your character? And then he pulls out some like Marin prints that he bought from like the artist alley, and I'm like, oh my god, yeah, yes, Marin is like one example of like an inspiration for my character. I mean, she's like one of the later ones. I was like, she was one of the later like examples of like inspiration for my character. More so of like energy, yeah, like how like in terms of like refining my persona's like energy and whatnot. I feel like Marn was a good example. But yeah, so the person was really sweet. The person that interviewed me bought me three Marn prints from like one of my favorite artists in the artist alley, and I thought it was insane. I thought it was kind of insane that like out of all the artists in the artist alley, this person managed to find Marn prints for my favorite artist. Like one of the few favorite artists I had in the artist alley. Like I'm sure there's plenty of people in the artist alley that had Marn prints, but this person chose my favorite artist and chose like some of the Marn prints. I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy. So I was kind of freaked out, right? Because like I'm not used to it. I'm not used to being like a public figure yet. I know I'm a public figure, but it has not hit me yet enough. Like I'm aware. When people say they watch my stuff, I still get shocked. I'm like, you watch my shit? Oh my god, thank you. That's crazy to think about. So when this person comes along and is so ready to like answer my questions or be like, you know, like you'd say like, oh, you were in the Homestuck fandom. Oh, you're in the One Shot fandom. Oh, you really like, you know, Mar was one of the inspirations for your characters. I was like not ready for that shit. But it's not like, it's not bad because like the information's already public. I mentioned that the information's public. So if you did enough research, you can look into me. You can find those information about me. But it's just like, I'm not used to it yet. So to me, it felt kind of scary. Right? To me, it felt kind of scary. And like, I'm sure like, and then I mentioned that to my sibling. I'm like, oh yeah, the interview went pretty, like I was nervous for the interview a bit. But you know, it turned out well, I think. I don't know. But because I've never really been interviewed before. So this person interviewed me. I was kind of nervous, not gonna lie, but the dude also said he was pretty nervous. So when I mentioned that to my sibling and they're like, well, the person sounds really like they did their research really well. And I'm like, you know, that's true. That's true. The person did the research really well. I don't think it's creepy that they knew all that stuff. Like, I'm sure, like, I mean, they're interviewing me. It's good. I think to do the research is really good. But I'm just not used to that right now, right? I'm not used to being, like, a public figure. Like, I know I am, but I'm not used to it. I haven't had too many experiences that really show me, like, hey, everything you say, people, like, any person out there would know. They can hear it and know that about you. I've not experienced that yet. I think I would say this interview is probably, like, one of the strongest, like, experiences I had. Where, like, someone could really like look into my shit and learn a lot about me from there. And that was like the person just knew like information about me, and it was just off-putting. Which I'm like, well, he did his research, but I just didn't get used to it. Yeah. So that kind of spooked me a little bit. But after my siblings like, no, it just sounds like they did the research on you. It's not like any of the information was private. Like yeah, everything you said was public, right? And I'm like, yeah, you're right. So that took a bit getting used to. So if the person that interviewed me, I forgot her name. I'm so sorry. I'm shit with names. If you're watching this if you're watching this and like maybe you feel bad about like asking all the questions, don't feel bad. It is very much like, I'm sure you did a research. All the information was public. I'm just not used to like someone knowing that much information about me and just saying it in front of me. You know what I mean? I'm not used to that. One of the artists that like at the convention, I didn't know that this artist would know me, but like especially by face alone. But one of the artists that I bought some merch from before, I stopped by their booth, and I was like, "Oh, hey, hello." I spoke to them like casually, like artist to artist casual, right? And they're like, "Oh, hey, Spicy," and I'm like, "How do you know me? You know me by face? You were able to you recognize me by face? Because there's some artists that I don't really recognize the face very well because I'm probably bad with face. Well, if I seen the face enough, I remember, but like, this person knew me by face alone. Because if I see an artist like behind their booth, like I recognize the artist and be like, oh yeah, that's the artist. But I feel like if I seen the artist out in the wild, I would not remember that, potentially. Unless I seen them like multiple times. And I got a good idea. Joshua Gurr says, it came off as shocking as at first, but it's completely normal because typically they look into before interviewing the person. Exactly, right? Exactly. That's what kind of calmed me down a bit. It makes sense though. It makes sense. When I really think about it, I'm like, no, it makes sense that you would want to look into the person first before interviewing. It makes sense. It just like, it was off-putting at first. It was shocking and kind of off-putting at first, but in reality, I'm like, no, that makes sense. That's really good. I think that's really good of the person to interview me. I think they did a really good job. They did a really good job with the questions. I think the questions were, they seem really well researched. They seem to know their thing. So I think that was good. So yeah, an interviewer, if you're watching this, I don't think you did anything bad. It's just me, not used to that. Just not used to people researching into me. Which is like, I mean, I'm a public figure, so it makes sense. Like, it's all in public. I'm just not used to it. Just not used to it. But eventually, I'll get more used to it. Is there any video or interview that we can see? I think the person plans to upload it at one point. I'm not the one who uploaded it. I'm not the one who recorded it. It's a person that recorded it that plans to upload it. They said they'll tag me at one point. So if the interview comes out, then I'll probably like post it. But for now, I don't think it's out yet. I mean, it's just only what, a day after the con, 2 days after the con or something. So it might take a bit for the video to come out. But if the person posts the interview, I'll share it. So yeah, the person gave me 3 prints, which was really sweet. Really, really sweet, which I'll show you in a moment, but... tired. What the fuck? Hold on. Someone knock my door. Hold on. guys. Sorry. Someone came by. Here's my roommate's boyfriend. Hi, Galaxy Me. Hello. Sorry for the delay, guys. Sorry for the little thing. I had to answer the door. Roommate's boyfriend's over. Yeah. Tommy says, welcome back. Joshua Gerr says, welcome back. Thank you, guys. Thank you. But tomorrow to talk about interview. Interesting interactions. Yeah, I think I'm finished with the interview. Sweetie! Yes! Wow! I think she really wants to be let out. Now that like someone else is in the house, I think she wants to be let out. Let me finish up, baby. Let me finish up. I'll probably finish up what I'm saying now, and then I can prepare for like showing like the merch I got. So maybe then I can let Pebbles out of my room. I'm finally awake in time to hop into the stream. How you been, Mitch? Hi, hello, Zenda. Welcome to the stream. You're in Japan time now, right? It makes sense. What time is in Japan? Let's see, it's like 10:21 in Australia, so probably not too far off from Japan. 5 burps. Got any plans for upcoming stream or arts? I do want to do Peppa art. I'm gonna do a dick pic reading stream, but I don't know if it'll be done this month. If it is done this month, it'll probably be done like near the end of the month. It's 9 a.m. now, says then. Okay. Well, good morning, my dude. Good morning. Pebbles! So whiny. Let me finish up. Hold on. I think the last interesting interaction I had at this convention. So Fanime is like a home con to me. Pebbles! Fanime is my home convention. It was a convention that I went to for several years. By home con, when people say home con, it's like the local con of yours. So Fanime for some time was a local con for me. Still a decent, like, still decent trek to Fanime, but yeah, Fanime was my home con. It was like the convention I would go to, and so I wouldn't be surprised if I saw some like some friends I knew from back then, like high school friends. I wouldn't be surprised if I met some around that time, college and high school. And sure enough, one person from high school did pass by my booth and said hi to me. Sweetie! Are you sure what the not safe word pip on YouTube? Of course I want to be streamed on YouTube. The safe for work version would be though. So this person, so I forgot what day, was it Saturday I think? Or Friday. I think Saturday. They came by my booth and they're like, and I was looking down, I was working on some stuff, and they're like, real name? They said my real name. They're like, oh, my real name? And I was like, huh? Hi! And like I knew that if they said my real name, I expected the possibility to run into like maybe high school or college friends here. So, but when they said my real name, I was like, oh, they probably know me from high school or college, right? So I'm like, hey, dude. Yeah, like, and they're like, yeah, do you remember me? I'm from like high school. I'm like we shared this class together. And I'm like, your face is familiar, but your name's not coming to mind. And then like they said like what their name was. And I'm like, can't say remember. And they're like, but you called me this name in school. Apparently I called the guy Petey. I don't know why. I don't remember why I called this dude Petey. That's not his actual fucking name. But apparently for some reason I called him Petey. And I'm like, no, I remember calling someone Petey. But I don't remember who. And then we're trying to line up, like, and he was trying to tell me, like, what he did and how he was and, like, what class we shared and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, I think I can think of one person. Did you go to Fanime? Did you meet me at Fanime before? And he was like, no. I'm like, damn, that freaking marks off the one person I had in mind who he could be. So I was not sure, like, racking my brain to be like, who could he be? But we're talking. And I'm like, wait, were you the bitch that was like, I love Fire Emblem Conquest? Man, I only play Fire Emblem Conquest on like challenge mode, or like on, what was the mode that like if your characters die, they die for real? I forgot the mode, the hard mode essentially. I only play Fire Emblem Conquest on hard mode. If you don't play in hard mode, you're a pussy. Stuff like that. But yeah, this guy was really into Fire Emblem Conquest, and I was also really into Fire Emblem Fates at the time. So we would talk about Fire Emblem Fates. But he was very much like a Conquest hard mode only. And I was like, the dude was just sassy. The dude was sassy. He had some sass, and I took him as sassy. And then like, so when he went up to my booth, he was like, yeah, I was not the best person while I was in high school. I think I was pretty mean, not gonna lie. I'm not proud of it. I'm a much better person now. I'm like, oh man, dude, no worries at all. If it was anything, like, I just perceived he was sassy, and I sassed back, so that's all good. He's like, okay, that's good to hear. That kind of gives me some relief. Yeah, but it was really good to see him, because I remember asking him, like, was your voice high pitched? And he's like, I don't think so. And I'm like, now that I think about it, I'm like, I think I might have been mistaken him for someone else, because his voice was not high pitched in high school. His voice was very not high pitched. But I remember him being scrawny in high school, and I thought it was just because he just wore baggy clothes, or because he was actually scrawny. But he was definitely not scrawny when he came up to my booth, so that threw me off. Like, his face was the same, but he wasn't scrawny, so that threw me off. So that's why I don't think I really recognized him like that. But yeah, basically, the dude was like, yeah, like, I wasn't very proud of myself back then. I'm sorry if I was ever mean to you or anything like that. If I was a dick. Yeah, I'm much better now. I'm like, no worries, dude. We're essentially just we're children. We're just children, man. You're good. So, but it was really nice catching up with him. And he was talking about how, like, he kept in contact with a lot of people from high school and stuff. Some of them not so much, but some of them, like, a good chunk of them he did. And I'm like, oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. So it was really, really sweet, like, hearing from him again. Because I did remember him. Because, like, the last time I saw him was, like, at a Fanime, like, what, late 2010s. I remember, this is when I already moved out. This is when I already moved away from the area, but I came back. I visited Fanime, like, once or twice after I moved away, when it was no longer, like, a local con. But I did go back there, like, 1 or 2 times when I was away. And I did see him once, and I was like, ah, motherfucker, fuck you. And he was like, fuck you. I don't know if he meant it, like, seriously, but he seemed kind of, I don't know if he was, like, sassing me. I meant to sass him, but I don't know if I seemed like I was sassing him. But I was like, ah, fuck you. And he was like, ah, fuck you. I'm like, haha. You know, whatever. That was my last interaction with him. That's what I was thinking of when I asked him, did you see me at Fanime before? And he said no. He didn't see me at he said he didn't see me at Fanime before. I'm like, okay, shit, that marks him off my list. But then later on he remembered, no, I do remember when I saw you at Fanime. Yeah, I thought that was going to be the last time I was ever going to see you. Because you graduated already by then. You graduated high school, so I thought that I was never going to be able to see you again. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. But apparently, when I moved away, after I moved away, at one point, someone, apparently a friend of his bought one of my stickers. His friend bought my Penny Parker sticker and gave it to him. I don't know the reason why, like, he was gifted my Penny Parker, like, little sweet sticker. Let me see if I can quickly grab an image of what the sticker was. My freaking singing of the fucking of my, where'd it go? Fuck, where's my, god damn it. I don't have a good image. What if I check my Etsy? God damn it. I'm trying to look for it. Etsy! I'll look at my Etsy page. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Oh my god, it's a fucking web pee! Suck a dick! Oh my god. Hold on. I gotta freaking actually, like, use a snipping tool to get this shit, because apparently it's saving as a web p, which is cringe as fuck. Alright. Back home. I could have gone autograph, Sting. Next time, says at least. Yeah, you're totally free. If you have like previous, like if you have merch from me that you bought previously and you want to get signed, you're totally free to like bring it up to me at a convention and I'll sign it. I just know I have like maybe like 2 or 3 print designs I just can't hold ink well, so I can't sign them. Like my Keys in the Eye print, I can't sign very well. It doesn't hold ink very well. My little, like I have a hoodie print that doesn't sign well. Yeah, there's a handful of small like prints that just don't take ink very well. But so, okay, so my high school friend apparently had this sticker. Apparently a friend gifted the sticker to him at one point in time. I don't know when. I don't know. I don't know which friend. I think I think of one person that it might have been. I'm thinking of one person it might have been. But go to Sticker System. Thank you. I drew this back in like 2019. I still like it. I still like this sticker, even how many years later. So that's good. This is like one of my, like this line of stickers and like charms and whatnot is like my longest running like line of merch. It's still really good. But so apparently he had that sticker and he slapped it on his Switch dock, right? He slapped that sticker on his Switch dock, and that was the differentiator of his Switch dock between other people's, because he participated in like a lot of like, you know, gaming tournaments, it sounds like. And he was able to differentiate his Switch from everyone else's Switches because of that Penny Parker sticker. So apparently, I had a presence in this guy's fucking life. Like omnipresent presence in this guy's life. And he hasn't seen me in years because of my one sticker. He's like, oh, Mishy sticker. Yeah, I knew her in high school. She's an artist apparently, yeah. And then this year at Oasis, he passed by my booth, and apparently he didn't know that I was there, but he saw me. He noticed it from my sticker, my art, and he was like, "Oh my God, that's Mishy." Well, he said my real name, but you know what I mean. So he saw me, and then yeah, that's how we talked. And I'm like, "Wow, it's really good to see you again, dude." He's mellowed out a lot. Like back in high school, he was more stereotypical nerd. He's like, actually like, he had that kind of energy, in my opinion, as a high schooler. But now he's like mellowed out a whole lot as an adult, I think. At least from the interaction I have with them, which is very interesting to see. It was very amusing to see. So, yeah. That was the thing. I think. So Monday, the last day, I bought I did a really quick round around vendors and Artist Alley. And I unfortunately maybe had like only maybe an hour of time to walk around both of them before they closed, because I woke up not only late but also took me a while to get ready, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to walk around. And I brought some of my merch, my own art, to train with me at the Artist Alley, but I didn't end up training anything because I was such in a rush. But I did make one impulse purchase. And actually, I'll go set up my camera and whatnot, and then I'll come back with everything to show you guys. This will be my time to show you everything I got, and I don't want to take too long because I do got to make like a call. If I don't make it a call today, then I might have to make it tomorrow. But yeah, so one moment, I set up. One moment, guys, be right back. Hello, bitches. I have to use my webcam for the fucking this, so we can't. We're not having YouTube. No, we're not having model tracking right now. We're taking it off. Let's see. Let me update the chat as well. Chat. High school connections are weird sometimes. Like, weird in a good way, says Senden. It is. It is very interesting. Like, you see each other when you're, like, babies. When you're, like, fetuses. And you're doing a lot of stupid shit. And then you meet up with these people again. Like, maybe sometimes you wrong them. And you're like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. Like, I fucked up. I was weird. I was not a very good person. I'm sorry. So, no, dude, no worries. We're both children. I wasn't the greatest person either. You know what I mean? Hand reveal. Yeah, for like the 9th, 20th time. Something like that. Alright. Sick. So, I'm back. I grabbed all my shit. Quickly wiped down my table. Because just in case. I got like food or oils or like pebbles. Dirty little paw prints all over it. Because this is my merch. I spent money on it. I want to keep it protected. Anyways, let me grab it real quick. It is camera. Camera moment. Maybe I should have muted my mic. Probably should have muted my mic while I was doing that, but okay. Here's all my shit that I got this con. Specifically at the con. Okay. So, this is not really related, but if you're ever curious about like how I pack some of my shit, I have like this big like rigid? What the fuck? There's a term for it, for like trading cards. There's a term. There's like a brand name for like these kind of fucking like kind of covers that like you usually think about it for like little trading cards, but this is what I use to like store some like flat goods, like big flat stuff, like you see like some of my table display stuff, some cutouts. I have here's some like a Gura print that someone like an artist gave to me for free, and then I have like, oh, it's fucking upside down. Shit, hold on, sorry, my bad. My dumbass. There you go. This is something I got for my boyfriend. Fucking fat ass tits. Oh, where are the things I got for him? Fuck, they're downstairs. I got some gifts. I probably should show the gifts. Although they're kind of borderline though, so I don't know if I should show it. But like, this is already kind of a lot. But this is a gift for my boyfriend. And then it's like, yeah, big fucking titties, big fucking fat tits. But he really likes his character from Nikke. This is his favorite character writing wise. Like top, I think overall favorite character writing wise, and then he has another favorite character like design wise, a Rupee. But yeah, so this is where I keep some of my shit, like my big paper stuff. Yeah, if you're ever curious about that, I brought this out because I had some of these prints in here. First thing, what are you going for, guys? Which we have 3 things here. We have this one, and then one in the corner. Over here. Which one do you guys want to see first? Biff says, can you tell your boyfriend that he was always my favorite guy friend? You can tell him yourself. You can tell him yourself. I'm sure he would like to hear that. Show us the art. Art? Okay. Art! These... Oh, the lighting's kind of shit. I don't know. These are the prints that the person interviewing me got me. It's a Marin. It's Marvin. Flutters eyelashes. Your voice will get to him better, I think. I'll tell him then, if I remember. I'm probably gonna forget, not gonna lie. But these are so cute. They're so sweet. Let me get the artist for this one. The Nikkei print was by EU03. Okay, let's see. Supposedly that, maybe that could be the correct artist. Yeah, but this one I know. Let me get the artist for this one. Pictolita, I believe, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I bought a non print from this artist back when, like, Kill la Kill was popping off. Like, what was that, 2016? 2015? 2014? Actually, maybe 2014. Yeah, I remember I bought, like, a non print from this artist way back when. Also at Fanime. And I have that shit framed. It's not with me at the moment, unfortunately. I left it back in my parents' place, so it's, like, probably in my mom's storage. I hope I can still get it because I really like that print, and I don't think the person's selling it anymore. But these are the prints that I got from the one person that interviewed me. And they're gorgeous. I love this person's art. Like, wowee. Ooh. And they match the vibe. They match the vibe. It's not perfect in terms of, like, and this probably fits my room's vibe better. It's like all the white space. I think that matches really well. But these are still really good. I still really like these. It's like close enough to like the vibe I want. It's close enough. Not exactly there, but close enough. Because I'm very particular about the vibe of like prints I get for my room. Very particular. But these are like, this is solid shit. Like this person chose really well. I don't know how the fuck they knew. I don't know how they chose so well, but they did. It's kind of scary. Oh, yeah, one of the questions that the guy asked me, the interviewer, one of the questions that he asked me, like, if I had, like, any art inspirations, and then he said, like, a name, and I didn't recognize it, and I'm like, oh, I don't know where he got that name from, but my favorite artist is Kanzaki Hiro, and he was like, oh, yeah, that's the name, sorry, I mispronounced it. I'm like, oh, wow. No worries, bro, no worries, you're good, but this, yes. Do I have a sleeve for this for the time being? Do I have a sleeve? Like an open sleeve. I don't have an open sleeve. I have like, these are closed sleeves. But I just don't have one on hand. Oh well. I just put it in between for now. I'm trying to put it away. Fuck. God damn it! I don't know where to put it. Okay, I'm just gonna put it in. I'm just gonna not be lazy and actually put it in. What was this for? What the hell was this for? Urusei Yatsura. Is this Urusei Yatsura? What did I get that was 440 yen? And needed this big of a bag? From Japan. I don't know. I got an acrylic stand, but I don't think the acrylic stand was 440 yen. I feel like I think it would have been more expensive than that. Ah, shit. I fucking ripped. God damn it. Oh, it's already ripped. Alright, well. That's fine. This is what I wanted anyway. I wanted, like, just an open top sleeve. Just to temporarily put it in for the time being. There we go. There's that. And then, what's next, guys? Do you want this one or the one in the corner? What do you want to see? Oh man, I just have flashbacks to how I missed a live Mizurure? K. Mizurure K. I can't fucking pronounce that shit. That's a lot. Event in Tokyo because I was working those days. Folks, when you have the option to see your favorite artists move mountains to go, you'll regret it. Yeah, unless you know, like, they appear frequently. Like, maybe it's a different story if you know they appear frequently. But if they come up and then, like, it's a limited time, man, do it. I mean, if you can. Because, like, you never know when the opportunity is going to come again. Because that shit limited. These prints are crazy good, says Bev. They are. They really are. I love the artist. I'm really happy I have now the Marin prints because they're really nice. Okay. No one's saying anything, so I'm gonna just open this one because it's already in my hands. Purple. Biff's is purple. Okay. Biff's is purple. Oh. I think this is safe for work. Yeah, I think it's safe for work. Yeah, boy! Hell yeah! Oh, is it Thar or is it Daki? It is mommy. Actually, I say mommy, but she's actually a terrible mother. She's a really terrible mother. But like mommy, like yeah, okay, but like yeah, it is Thar. I love Tharja. She's my favorite. She's my waifu. Even better, says Biff. Goodness. Okay, her tits. Okay, show her where the tits. Yeah, there we go. Nice. The art is so good. This is my first Daki, bros. This is my first Daki. It's my first Daki. I obviously can't show the whole thing because, you know, there's so much space here. It's a long, very long item. But, like... Oh, God. That doesn't look right. Why is your Kudo all the way over here? Like, I'm looking at, like... That's a far... That could... That... I like the torso. I like the shading and lighting. But I'm like, that's really far. That's really far down. Unless I'm like looking like red lighting in my mind. I'm like, does that work? Does that work? I don't know. I'm nitpicking this art. It's really good art. But I'm like, I see it. I'm like, oh wait. Anyways, I don't need to freaking smash or to fucking point out someone's art. But I just saw it. Anyways, yeah. Oh my god. And it's nice quality too. I like it. It feels nice quality at least. It feels like thick, like stretchy fabric. Not the like flimsy, like slippery shit. Not the slippery shit. And the grimoire? I forgot. Is this a grimoire? I haven't played Awakening in a hot minute. Not a fucking hot ass minute. But yeah, that's the front side of the Daki. This is what was on display. I think it's really good. It's not like the standard, like, she's laying strip on top of a bed. I mean, maybe she is. I just don't really see it. Because there's, like, no, like, wrinkles here. There's wrinkles here. Like drawn wrinkles. It's kind of hard to see. There's, like, drawn wrinkles and shit. So maybe she is on a bed. I just didn't really notice it. Like, you see it here, too. But not at the top. You can see the drawn wrinkles. But normally, you know, they're kind of facing up on the bed. But I like this one because it was different. So maybe I should actually take notes from that. I should take notes. And here's the back side. Here's the back side. Wow! Yippee! I have these stickers. I don't have everything to show you guys, actually. Now that I think about it, I don't have everything. I probably should show everything. But then again, the rupee sticker that I got for my boyfriend is pretty risque. It's kind of a lot, so I don't know if I should show it on YouTube, actually. But I got, like, a sticker version of this design on the back. The artist gave me 2 stickers. Because then after they found out that I was, like, another artist. Like, yeah, oh, you didn't know you were also an artist. Here, let me give you free stickers. So, ass out. Titty, what about the titty squish? Titty squish. Nice, okay. You know, I didn't know Tharja had a kid. Because in Awakening, there's like a child system. There's a marriage and child system. So, and at least in Awakening, I mean, some other Fire Emblem games have kid systems, but some don't. But in Awakening, yeah. So, you can marry off your characters, your units, as they say. And what would be set is that each, like, not every single female character, but female characters that you can marry and have children, they would have a set child. Like, no matter who the husband is, they would have a set child. But the hair color of that child would change based on who the husband is. So, but yeah, Tharja had a daughter named Noor. Let me get an image of her. If I pronounce it. Okay, no, it has an E in it. This poor girl. This poor traumatized girl. My sibling likes Noor and doesn't like Tharja because Tharja is such a shitty mother to Noor, which I'm like, you know, yeah, that's fair. That's valid. Web P's being a bitch, so I'm just gonna take like I'm gonna use a snipping tool again. One moment. I'm getting the image of Tharja's daughter. Yeah, she's not one of the popular characters, so I think if you're not really into Fire Emblem, if you didn't play the game, you probably don't know her. But yeah, Tharja has a daughter. Let me grab her. Where is it? Do we not have a little image shit? Alright, hold on. Meow meow. Not that one. This is Tharja's daughter. Damn, she ready for back shots. She is. I like her face too. I like her face. They got her face right, thank God. The thing I didn't like about some Tharja art is that they make her too sexy. And like, yeah, they make her too sexy. And like her body's obviously hot, but like they make her like sexy as in like, ooh, fuck me. Oh, come here, baby, like energy, but no, she's a creep. She's a full-on creep. She watches you when you fucking sleep. She's socially awkward. So, you can tell when people draw Tharja, you know those bitches didn't actually play the game. Just how they characterize Tharja. I know, but so you see this, I'm like, yeah, okay, this is kind of Tharja energy. This is fine. That's fine. But you know these bitches didn't play the game. Based on how they draw Tharja, but this is fine. So, yeah, great. But anyways, the girl on the left, yeah, this is Tharja's daughter. Tharja treats her like garbage. Tharja uses her as like a guinea pig for like magic. And I'm like, that's really unethical and shitty. You're a really bad mom. But if she doesn't have children, she's fine. Socially awkward is an understatement. Yeah. Yeah, she's just she's kind of creepy. Yeah. But I kind of like her. I mean, I don't know if I would still like her if I got into Fire Emblem today. But I don't know. Maybe just at the time. Maybe I was just in a time of my life where maybe her character type just hit me, I guess. I don't know. But I like her. So. That's a very interesting thing. Like, you know, growing up. And it's like, well, like right now, I don't like this thing. But maybe if I got into it as a teenager, I would like it. You know what I mean? Or maybe like, I didn't like it as a teenager, but now I'm an adult. I like it now. So, what was the artist of this? What was the goddamn artist of this pillow? Fuck. Can I get the freaking map for Oasis? Oh, the programming guide. The programming shit. Where is it? Info. Programming. Guide. Hold on. I have to quickly look at the guide. Program guides. Okay. For 2025? Question mark? Let's see. Hold on. We're trying to find the artist. Do we have it in the programming guide or is it the pocket guide? Manchester Artist Alley, Dealers Hall, Doubletree Hotel. Do you not? Damn. You know how the list are. They have the list of artists for like dealers, but I don't see Doubletree. What about the pocket guide? I'm checking it out, guys. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the artist's name. Dealers. Damn, I can't find the artist. Fuck, sorry. Grim Hunter says, I know people enjoy Yandere's, but I do know she's in Fate's kind of like an alt version of her. A bit weird how they explained it. Yeah, it's basically like a, I don't know, like I don't know if it's like a reincarnation of her or some shit, but it's basically like, her name is Rajat. It's basically Tharja. Just under a different name, apparently. Different memories. Like, oh, it's the same character essentially, but just, I don't know, if you ask her, like, are you Tharja? She would be like, I'm not Tharja, I'm Rajat. What do you mean? I don't know. But it's basically like her like reincarnated or some shit. I don't know if like officially reincarnated, but that's the best way to describe like what kind of character she is. In Fate. But here's that one. Hold on. I gotta censor this one. I gotta censor this one. Hold on. I really have to make sure she doesn't show up on camera. Excuse me. 6 burp? Okay. Here's my little price signage bag. I have a bunch of like signage from like my table. Oh, available in small. Available in medium. $3. Magnets. Vinyl stickers. Last chance. Like my clearance bin kind of thing. But I have these all in like this little like clear sleeve was from like a planner. It was from a planner. And then the planner is very much outdated, so I just took this bag out and I now use it for this. I like to reuse shit. I don't know if you can tell. I reuse a lot of shit. Environment shit, I guess. The last chance sticker could sound ominous if you found in a dark place. Yeah, actually, yeah, kind of. But these are like my branding. One of the artists was really nice to me. The artist that I don't know if I say who artist it is, but the artist that I spoke to was really nice because they met. I think they met me in person first, and then they saw my booth, and then they realized like, oh, the person behind the booth kind of thing. They're like, oh yeah, I didn't realize you were tabling here or something like that. I think. He's like, yeah, I saw your booth and like your booth looks really nice. Did it take a long time to figure out how to set it up? I'm like, oh no, I like pink and like yellow. Like I know my branding colors and stuff. I generally know like you know, hearts, kitty, you know, cats, dogs. It's like the hearts, you know. This one's a star. That was not too much. Not crazy. Like, where'd the dog bones go? The bones? Like, there's not much thought to it. It's like, I use Canva as well. These are not from like complete scratch. I use Canva to like put these together. But it's like, you know, you go through like the list of available resources and images. And like, oh, kitty head, make it pink. Star, make it yellow. Get, you know, found a dog bone, make it yellow with the orange outline. Add like, you know, choose my fucking like fonts. You know what I mean? Fireway hit, and then I don't know how to describe it very well, but it's just like I see like I use Canva, I find their existing like images and fonts, and I'm like this would look great with my branding, and then I put it together, and then it's fine. But so that's why I was telling that guy like, oh, it's just like no, I just kind of have an idea of like the colors I like and my brand, and like, you know, kitty cats, hearts. You know, it's part of my brand, so I use it. Dogs. And they're like, oh, wow, well, it's really nice. And, you know, the reason why, like, they said, like, the reason why that, like, I'm trying to, like, sell off my stuff for really cheap is that because I'm trying to rebrand. And, like, your booth was a really good example of, like, really good, like, you know, it looked really cohesive. My art does not look cohesive. I'm like, oh, thank you, dude. Like, the thing is with my art is that I'm super slow and I don't have a lot of merch selection. So I feel like I have to make up for it by making my, like, branding really good. I had to make my booth look good. And he's like, well, you're doing a really good job. I'm like, oh, thank you. That's so nice of you. Okay. Let's see. How am I gonna... Fuck. I don't want to cover everything, so... I don't want to cover everything. I don't like this. I don't like how I'm just ripping this off and like I have no plans on how I'm gonna reuse this. Let me see how far deep I am into the whole environmental shit. I'm like looking at this. I'm like, oh, how can I reuse it? I'm not planning this at all. I'm just kind of like doing it as I go. And yeah. Anyways. I pray that the fucking pussy doesn't show up on stream. God damn, that's a freaking like private this VOD. Okay, this is very dangerous, guys. This is very dangerous for me to show on camera. Just so you know. Hold on. Here we go. Please don't fall if I beg you. Autofocus? There we go. Alright. Very dangerous for me to show. Hold on. Same on both sides, just mirrored. This is the same one from Off Guy last year? Yes, I believe so. I believe the artist had an Off Guy and it sold like almost immediately, from what I've heard. But Pipkin Pippa like acrylic stand. I like to call it Papussy. I really like to call it Papussy. So, they are free. The feet are so free. I think it's like an ongoing joke with Pippa about like her feet or some shit. She showed her feet once, I think. She made like I think it's donathon goal. But this is my favorite. I really like this one. Not saying like I really like the other items I got, but also I really like the character design's really on point for what I like. But also it's just drawn really cute. So I really like this one. The colors and everything are really good. I think that's another reason why I really like Pippa. But yeah, this is what I got. This is what I got from an art trade. This is the one I mentioned before where I was walking around like the 18+ market area and I was like, oh, I really like this one. Oh, $25? How many do you have left? And they said like, oh, we still have a decent amount, but you know, it's still possible that it'll sell out. I'm like, oh, do you really have my off kai if they sell out? And they're like, yeah, I have my off kai. I'm like, good, okay, good to know. And then later on we find out like they message me like, oh wait, Mishi, that's you. I didn't realize it was you. Yeah, I could just give it to you for free. And then we traded. So I got this for free. Essentially. And the pussy goes away. I'm too scared. Any second longer that thing is on screen, the higher the chances that it falls off or some shit. Okay. Amma! Another one! This was my one impulse purchase, guys. This was my one impulse purchase. My one impulse purchase. She's so cute. Bro, she's massive. I don't know if you guys can tell from like my hand. Bro, she's massive. For like a price figure, she's huge. Hold on, let's zoom in. There we go. There we go. So this is her. Bro, she massive. Like, she big. Like the size compared to my hand. I mean, maybe if you don't collect figures, I don't know if it's going to be really relevant to you. Or like, you don't really have much of a reference. But bro, I saw her on the table, like on display at the vendors on the last day. I'm like, oh god, she's cute. She's massive. She's so cute. I love her proportions. Her proportions are like nice and everything. Her face is done really well. I don't like her mouth, but like you can barely see it. If you're far away from it, you don't really see it. But if you look closely, the mouth is kind of. But like the eyes are really cute. The eyes are gorgeous. It's overall really simple but nice looking sculpt. The painting's good. Simple, but like you know, it's a price figure at the end of the day. But bro, I think she was originally like $45 at the booth, but I think because it was the last day, they brought it down to $30. Because I think I saw the price signage at the booth, and it said like all figures on this table are $45, but then they slapped like a $30 price tag over it. So I think she was originally 45, but she went down to 30, and she's really good. She's so good for like the price. Holy shit, like amazing. Oh, Rama brings back memories. Yeah, I didn't get into Rama when it first aired. I also didn't get into Urusei Yatsura when it first aired. I got into Urusei Yatsura from the reboot, the 2022 reboot, I believe. And then the Rama 1/2 also got like a reboot as well. So this is like the reboot art style, I believe. But yeah, so I got this. Thank God it arrived in like safely from the travel, because I just hold on, let's see. I just barely made it over the 50-pound limit per luggage. When I brought my luggage over to the airport, both of my big luggages were 50 pounds each. That is the limit. Both 50 pounds. So that was insane. So for her, I couldn't put her in my bag safely. So I put her in my backpack, and I got like a little like dents in the box. You can't really see it from the camera. Oh yeah, there you go. There's like a little bit of dents right here and there, which like I'm not a big fan of. But overall, the box made it pretty safely, like back home, because it was in my backpack. But so I'm not really a shampoo person, but her design is gorgeous. Like writing wise for a character, I'm like, oh yeah, she's kind of a character, whatever. But like design wise, she's gorgeous. And like I saw this figure, I'm like, oh, that's really cute. She's huge. She's nice. I think she looked like a really nice like display figure. Like I also keep in mind of like aesthetic when it comes to like some of the figures, how they look in my room. So I try to have a mix of like I like the series and also like it looks aesthetically pleasing. But honestly, I prioritize aesthetically pleasing more when it comes to figures. But if I also like it, that's even a bigger bonus. That's so much better. And even though like I don't really like this character that much, I do kind of like Rama 1/2. I do like it, and it's like this figure's super cute. So I got it. It's super cute. So I'm really happy about this one. $30. That's insane. That's like a insanely good price. Oh, her head's kind of coming off. She comes off this way. That's how she comes out. She's cute, right? She's so cute. She's huge. Look how huge she is compared to my hand. Like, my God, like how massive she is. She's adorable. I love her. My one impulse purchase. My one impulse purchase. There you go. So she's great. I like her a lot. And then I don't think my hands are small. I've been told I have long fingers. So I don't know if it's a frame of reference. What can I get? A mug. Here's a mug. Here's standardized. It's a standard size mug. Compared to her. If that's anything. So. Okay. Goodbye, girlie. It's so cute. Pianist fingers. That's what I've been told. I've been told I have piano fingers. Okay. There you go. There she goes away. Now, I'm going to quickly mention. Those are the 3 items I got at the convention for myself. One of them was a gift. It was a trade. The other 2 I bought. The shampoo figure. $30. It was a really good steal. Really good steal for what she is. And then the Darja Daki was $80. The Papussy stand was a gift. Papussy stand was a gift. But so for the other items, because I did mention I bought some other shit. Because of the tariffs, I don't know the whole fucking situation about like if the items are gonna go back like 200% or some shit, 140% in tariff fees or whatever. But I'm like, you know, if the opportunity comes up, I'll take it because I don't know if the prices are gonna shoot up later. But at the convention, I didn't expect to find them there. But at the convention, I saw like a vendor had several copies of this figure. Komaeda Nagito. And if you know anything, if you're frequent in my streams, you know that I'm building up a Sans and Komaida shrine. Building a Sans and Komaida shrine, guys, because it's funny. And here we go again. Please, Biff, entertain me, humor me a bit. So, I saw a vendor that had silver copies of his Nendoroid for $60. And then I looked up Goon Shrine. The Goon Shrine, more like. It is funny. Thank you, Sai. I think it's funny. I think it's funny. Please. The Goon Shrine will. It's not a goon. I'm not gooning for them. They're gooning for each other. They're gooning for each other. So this vendor had several copies of this Nendoroid for $60, right? And I'm like, I feel like I get it cheaper than that. So I looked at Ami. He was $45. $45. Okay. So I'm like, after shipping, I'd probably roughly be around $60 too. But, the thing is, excuse me, that's another burp. The thing is, I was already ordering, or planning to order this figure. Let's see if we can grab it. I was already planning to order this figure, which I didn't think I'd be able to get the re-release of because of tariffs. But the tariffs are down, and she's re-releasing around the time that the tariffs are down. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pre-order her off Ami anyway. I may as well get the Komaida Nendo to combine shipping. To combine the shipping. Right? So, like, you know what? I'll put Komaida in the same order as Vampire Miku. I might be able to save a bit of shipping. And also be able to ship to my house. And I don't have to try to fit into my freaking goddamn backpack. And potentially squish the box of the Komaida Nendo. So, that was a nice bonus. Because the Rama 1/2 box, the shampoo box is a bit dented. But if I put a Komaida Nendo in my backpack as well, I see that not going very well. Also, this was not planned. This was not planned. Because I need that Miko. She's good. She's so good. I would recommend. I mean, personally, I'm getting her before the tariff situation gets updated and potentially gets worse. I don't know, but I got her. While she's still retail price, because she re-released recently. She released on like the 22nd of May. So, and she's a popular figure. So if you want to get her, I suggest getting her soon. Personally. I mean, I can't predict the market. But based on like tariffs and how popular she was, I think the sooner the safer, in my opinion. I don't know for sure, but just saying. But, so I was already planning to get those two figures, right? And then someone in my figure collection was offering the Nendo of her, the Nendoroid, for $65 before shipping. Brand new and sealed. I'm like, she retails for around like $50. But she's been out for a bit. She released for around $50. So I'm like, 65 retail. I mean, $65 for brand new. I don't think it's a bad deal. And then after shipping, it was like $75. I'm like, oh my god. I'm buying 3 figures at once, guys. 3 figures online at once. 4 figures if we count the freaking shampoo figure I got. So I got that. So I got these. I got them. I got them. And it doesn't end there, fellas. It doesn't end there. It doesn't end there, unfortunately. It does not. You think it ends there, but it does not. I also got this one from Ami Ami as well. Cause she was like $35, guys. She was like $35, $38. I'm like, bro, that's so cheap. That's so cheap. When am I gonna get her that cheap? I don't know. Rose, it's so over. So, yeah. Will it ever end? Will he ever climb Mount Everest? This is all I got. This is all I got, guys. This is all I got. I didn't buy much at Fanime, but I bought a lot on Ami Ami. So the Miku Nendoroid, the Miku Vampire Miku Nendoroid on the right side, I ordered that for around $75 off a user online. But the Hoshino Ruby in the front, the blonde one, she was like $35 to $38 before shipping. I'm like, bro, that's such a steal. That's such a steal. And now that I'm looking at her page in Ami Ami now, she sold out. She sold out. So I managed to snag her last night when she was available. At least I think she sold out. It says orders closed. So I'm assuming she sold out. Guys, she sold out. I managed to grab her before she sold out. I feel like if she sold out, I would have regretted it. I'd be like, I should have bought her. I should have bought her. But I managed to snag her before she sold out. And now I have the Komaeda Nendoroid on the left, the Hoshino Ruby Nendoroid in the middle, and the Vampire Miku, the tall Vampire Miku on the left, kind of hidden behind Hoshino Ruby. They're all coming through Ami Ami. And then I have the Vampire Miku on the right from My Favorite Collection user. So, thank you. Thank you, how do you pronounce that? Paulet Bureau. Paulet Bureau. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for becoming a member. You're helping me recover from this purchase that all happened to just like snowball all at the same time. Very unfortunate, but it all snowballed around the same time. Paulet Bureau, I think. Yeah, so yeah, my wallet's not exactly happy. The Komaeda was 45. Hoshino Ruby was like 40, 35, 38. The Pop-Up Parade Miku was 55. That was all before shipping. And the Vampire Miku was 75 after shipping. So I'm like, you did good, and it's cute. They are cute. See, the left one is not as cute because it's Komaeda, but that's for a gag. Okay, that's for a gag. But the other girlies are so cute. They're so cute. But she's so cute, guys. Look at her. She's so adorable. It's such a good steal, $30. Meh. It's so it's so Jover, guys. The torment cuteness inflicts upon good souls. They're so good. They're so cute. They're so cute, guys. They're so cute. And I'm scared about tariffs making them like 5 times more expensive. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get them now when the tariffs are down. Before shit goes crazy. So, yeah. Alright, anyways. I think that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. But yeah, so Monday, I basically just purchased. I bought up some stuff, including this shampoo figure, and then I stuck around to pack, kind of hoping I could find some parties. But apparently, there was no party. There was not really any parties on Monday. So I'm like, shit. Okay, damn it. So I just kind of kind of like booked an extra night, and I could have just probably potentially saved the money. But oh well, it is what it is. I did spend a while to pack, so and it didn't really do much on Tuesday. It was like I didn't have enough time to like properly like walk around San Jose, but also it was too short on time to come to walk around San Jose, but also too long of a time to wait around. It was like that weird middle ground. So, but thank you guys for supporting me. How much did I get the stream? I got $50. It looks like in chat revenue, super chat. So it's not including like Stream Elements chat tips. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. You paid for maybe the Vampire Miku. The Vampire Miku hasn't paid for apparently. So I think there's also shipping, but look at all the things I bought. I'm mindful. It is what it is. I will get them before tariffs get me. So thank you for the support, guys. You're funding my financial decisions. My financial decisions have been funded by you guys. Thank you. And not only content of that Sanj Kamaida shrine, don't you worry. That's a community effort now. The Sands of Kamaida Shrine is a community effort now. You guys are pitching in for the Sands Kamaida Shrine. I'm gonna make it happen. Anyways. So, you guys, I did get some tips from Stream Elements, yes. So, I got like around $50 worth of chat. I don't know if that includes memberships. But I got like, let's see, $11. 6. That's basic 7. $18. 29. 30. 40, I think. 40. 50. $50! Oh, that's a mix of super chat and tips. Wait, no. $50 in super chat. $6.90 from tip from disabled. Ablegator. Yeah, disabled. Ablegator. And then I got 2 new members for Dog Treat. Yeah. So, yay! Yay! I wish my broke ass could offer more besides my freeload. Dude, you're fine, bro. You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry. The fact that you hear that you joined stream is enough as is. Don't feel like you have to support my financial decisions. It's fine. It's nice. I of course appreciate it. But it's still, like, watching my stuff is still very much appreciated. I'm here today because you're watching my shit. And now the tax drives. You think so? You think the tax drives because I'm streaming them? Oh, I love this. Guys. I love this figure. She's so cute, guys. Look at her again. She's so cute. She's so cute. One last papussy. Last time. Did y'all pay taxes? I did. And I gotta pay my Fanime taxes very soon. That's my task for today. So I'm gonna hop off. I need to call customer service for something before they close in like 30 minutes. And then I gotta pay one of my taxes. Yeah, the sticky notes, I have to. YouTube ain't gonna like it if I don't. Anyways, yeah, I gotta do shit, guys. I got shit to do. I gotta call customer service for like a phone company because my mom's been having trouble with her phone for a while. So I gotta call a phone company before they close in like 30 minutes. So, and then I'm hungry. I have like Raisin Cane leftovers. I ate like a little bit of last night or this morning. The reason why I was like a little bit late to today's stream was that I ate food. I managed to eat food before stream. Thank God. Good luck with tax time. God. No, that cuts even more into my money. No. Fuck. Oh, well, it is what it is. Bye, guys. Thank you for joining today's stream. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting me and my figure buying decisions. You guys will get a nice, large, meaty fucking unboxing stream while I start showing my fucking big ass fucking package. You guys are gonna get a large fucking package from me one day. And maybe the next several weeks. Big ol' unboxing stream, baby. Fat ass unboxing stream. Bye guys, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. You'll be there for Miku and you. Yeah, that's fine. I have 2 Mikus. I understand, but most of Miku, understandable. Bye guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Paulette Bureau for becoming a member. Thank you, Able Gator for becoming a member as well. Thank you, Metu for the tips. Thank you, Galaxy Me, for the tips. Biv, thank you, Biv, for the tips. I think that's everything. Thank you for the sub, Bunny, Kawaii Bunny Girl. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Do I still mess it up? Disabled. Able Gator. Disabled. Able Gator. Don't make fun of me! Thanks for the stream, Mish. You got a good haul from the con. If you ever come back to Japan, I gotta give you a high five. Oh, yay! Well, I don't know. That's probably not gonna be a while because that's expensive. Bye, guys. Matane. Matane. Jordan. Bye-bye. Who the fuck gifted me thing? What the fuck? Someone gifted me thing. Someone gifted me Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Who the fuck did it? Who the fuck did it? Thank you. Someone gifted me something. Someone gifted me Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Thank you. Someone did it. Someone did it. Thank you. Guys, I can stream Pikmin 3. Oh, I stream Pikmin 3. Annalisa, did you buy it? Did you give me Pikmin 3, Annalisa? Did you actually really? Are you memeing? Well, if you did, if it did buy it for me, thank you. Oh my god, thank you. Yeah, I just saw the freaking like thing. I saw the notification on my freaking Discord, my little throne bot, being like, "Oh, new gift! Anonymous has gifted Pikmin 3 Deluxe." Let's see. Gifts might not make back the cash payments, but it'll be easy. But I hope it'll ease the burn a bit. Oh, wasn't it, Lisa? Wow, thank you! Oh my god! Yay! That a bit extra since just a full print deserved a bit more. Good luck on call. Thank you, my dude! Are you supporting me so much? Yeah, baby bitches, we're playing Pikmin 3 on stream! Y'all better think that. Y'all better think Annalisa. You guys are getting stream content. You get Pikmin 3 now. You get Pikmin 3 streams. Thank Annalisa. Thank them. Thank you, Annalisa. Come on, guys, say it. Thank Annalisa for getting me Pikmin 3, because now we're streaming it. Oh shit, wait, what's it? Oh, thank God. I was scared. I thought the delivery address was my old freaking address. I was scared, like, wait. Is it gonna be shipped to my old address? No, it's my new address. Okay. Thank God. Okay. It's gonna ship to my new address. Yay! Thank you, Annalisa. Thank you. Pikmin 3 before 2026. Wild. Crazy. We're gonna play Pikmin 3, baby! Wahoo! Yippee! Okay, now goodbye. Bye, guys. Thank you, Annalisa. We're streaming Pikmin 3. I'm on point. Bye.